Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. This is episode 162. Obviously, we'll be doing a couple different things tonight. Obviously, I'd like to point out we obviously should be at Brick World Chicago starting this next week, but that one has been canceled also. And so for those who, sometimes forget, Brick Freak did pass away a year ago this week. It would have been Monday on the 7th. So he's been gone a year. As a reminder, because obviously we don't have the shows to go to. So it's like, a lot of that stuff just kind of tends to get forgotten. The other thing is I do have a website up. So there's a new website. Hold on. Let me see who just jumped in. It's Mr. Brick Galaxy. Hey, Jesse, how's it going?
I'm here. Pretty good. Glad it's Friday. It's been a weird week.
There you go. So that's good. So I'm just going to, let's see here. We're going to share this screen here. So this site is live. I do have a Friday Night Bricks website up. Of course, it talks about the show. So, of course, for Backlog Busters, I had to pull out a good old Mr. Hinkle picture. I'm sure he loves that to death. I'm sure he was hoping that picture was gone, but it's not. And then, of course, I do have a door prizes page. So there is a bunch of the different door prizes I've given out over the course of the 3 years.
So this is a website.
FridayNightBricks.com. Yep, I just acquired the domain recently. I actually own 6 domains and I have 4 websites. So, basically, for the different times, I don't think I did a 200 subscriber episode. It happened right around the time that Brick Freak passed away. So we did that. So I'll have to just double it when I get to 300. So I did the 1 year. I think most of the old ones were sent out, but there's possibly some that did not. I think up until December of 2020, door prizes and beyond possibly did not. So some of them, some people passed on a couple. And so, Brett, sometimes you says the email works, sometimes you say it don't work. So I keep forgetting. Give me a second and I'll send you one out. So I got some people have. So if for some reason, if you go to the website and you have not received, if your name is on the list and you haven't received something, message me. I do have a contact form on the bottom, which is kind of nice. So that will go to one of my emails on one of my websites and actually does get forwarded to me. So I'll know if that happens. And then, of course, panelists and MOCs, anybody who wants to be focused here with a link to your website or shows, let me know. Obviously, so far it's just Brick Freak and myself on there right now. But I can showcase anybody who's usually like Jesse. If you want to showcase any of your MOCs, and
I'd be on there. I kind of joined right before Brick Freak. I like just a few weeks before Brick Freak passed. That's crazy.
Yeah. So just if you've got like a favorite MOC or MOCs that you want on there, I can throw them on there. And then if you have a link to your show, I'll put that in there too. So just kind of that way, people are coming here can kind of go around. The About the show is kind of like a blog thing. I'm starting to post stuff here and there. I just kind of threw something in there for the Backlog Busters. So, and then luckily most of the logo shows up on the main page. I was fighting with that to work. So
yeah, that works good.
So that's good. So that's up. So I kind of did that kind of for the fact of door prizes, if nothing else. And then the contact form worked perfect. It's like, sweet. I don't have to put my email out there. People can contact me. It'll go into my email. It'll forward to me, and then I can actually go, oh, okay, there's your address, and that's what you chose and whatnot. Because obviously there were a couple streams where it was in the description. After the stream. So we did the stream. I did the drawings like afterward.
Yeah. They got to chase down your email, or you got to chase down some direct message or something. Now you could just be like, okay, just go to the website and send me a message.
Yep. And that's kind of one of those things that's kind of what I was kind of hoping to hoping to kind of alleviate. That way, if I do stuff in the future, I can just put on the website, hey guys, I did door prizes. Here you go. Just go to the website, confirm your name is there. If it's there, just send me, the information of what, especially if it's something where you're choosing. Because there's a bunch on there that I said you can have this, or this, or this. And so people have chosen, like you chose the one that I remember anyways, but it hasn't been mailed. And then, hey Brett, how's it going, buddy? And actually, I think huh? So in yours, actually, Jesse, you were on there too. You were on two. You won two. You had one for December and then one for 3 years.
I got a couple poly bags coming my way.
So yeah, I just got to get those mailed out. So I think I got your email with your address. I think so. I just gotta hunt that down. So
sounds good.
So other than that, not much going on. Obviously.
So Reed, did you do you have Disney Plus? Did you catch the episode this week? Come on, I can see it's bursting in Jesse's face. We watched it too, me and Mrs. Brett.
Somebody's
episode of what?
A classic clone trooper. Don't say it.
Yeah, if it's like
Reed, you need to get Disney Plus, buddy. Let's just leave it at that.
Bad Batch had an episode 7 tonight. I'm gonna do Brett. My spoiler show is gonna relaunch this weekend. I'm doing Sunday night. We'll cover Bad Batch and we'll cover the first episode of Loki and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be there because I'm not a Star Warsy Jesse, but the other one I definitely watch that, and with glued eyes, shall we say?
Yeah, Marvel does not let us
never. I after WandaVision, then they done Winter Soldier. They are getting better and better. They are definitely
Loki, Owen Wilson and a few other people are it's very interesting. Reed's got Atlantis sets out.
And I went, yeah, it is. Isn't that the guy? Oh, look at Reed. We do flexing.
Flexing some Atlantis.
Backlog busters. So I've got some Atlantis sets that I'm trying to cover.
Spiders underwater.
Yeah. The hammerhead shark, so. Well, Atlantis is one of those themes that I bought at one point thinking I was maybe going to do some underwater stuff and whatnot. It was kind of cool.
I think everyone gets that notion, right? We just never get that far.
That's right. I think Brickbender Underworld, I know, definitely has a lot of under the water stuff. So,
could you imagine if you did something to his scale, but did
don't get me wrong, Reed. You definitely got a few sets there, bro.
Classic Atlantis mixed with some of the new coral pieces or something.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, of course, the one set I bought. I mean, this is because I did move Kevin to corporate, and I went to corporate a couple times. Hey, Bricksloth, hey, Buttchop. So this set was pretty cool. So the underwater base was pretty cool. Plus, the price was perfect at $12.50. So. I think this was maybe a $50 or $60 set at some point. So I can't remember. I gotta look and see. But I mean, and that was kind of the thing is, when I was at the corporate office, when it's at 75% off, it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to pass on that,
Yeah.
So in the end, it was kind of, so it's a $50 set. So it was, 75% off. So I was like, and I thought it was pretty cool. I hadn't quite contemplated building it quite yet. So I might go back tonight. I did bring it's been so hot lately. I did bring my, I still have the 2 Winter Village sets I brought last week that I didn't pull out that I think are Oh yeah, want that base, huh? Yeah. Sorry, Chop. I mean, I guess I could see how much it's worth, and throw it at the auction. It doesn't look like the values really increased that much. Atlantis wasn't one of those that really went up. It did have a lot of cool. It did have a lot of cool underwater characters, like the stand-up, characters, the shark, all that stuff. Those were kind of cool. So, but in the end, yeah, I got a mess down here. I got to clean this. I'm on vacation through next weekend, so I got to get some stuff cleaned up here and figure out what I'm doing. So
what's that, Reed? If you're on vacation, can I make a request?
Maybe.
I was requesting your favour for you. I say you used to do that I actually miss. I want to see you play Battleships again.
Play what?
When you was playing Warships and I was sitting talking to you for about 6 hours, don't you remember?
I was actually talking back, or were you talking and I wasn't listening?
A bit of both. You was getting some good kills with the boats.
Yeah. I haven't played that in a while. Actually, you can blame Hoosier and those guys on that. They dragged me into that Minecraft world, and so I've been on that.
Listen. I can blame Hoosier for a lot of things. Reed getting addicted to Minecraft is not one of them.
That's really too bad.
Didn't you see the Instagram message? I stopped slaying dragons for you. Now, as a castle guy, when there's dragons and you're slaying dragons, there has to be a damn good reason to stop slaying dragons.
Is that done? Is that the finished model of the Daily Bugle there?
It's a combination. It's the mock with.
It's a mega flex. That's what that is.
I built the bugle, but I took all the elements with stickers on it from the set and put it on my mock. So the front of the building now has the front of the building like the Lego set, but it's my mock.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a billboard on the back of the Lego set, and I put it on the side of mine. So it really looks like Daily Bugle now.
Yeah. Mega flex.
These big things on there, yeah. And then all the way to the top, I changed the sign to the Daily Bugle set sign instead of my mock sign. So yeah, it looks really balanced out the way it's the same with the sign to the building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Versus the tiny set they give you. So I took all the cool stuff out. I took all the little newspapers out too, so that if I want to, all the Daily Bugle, who is Spider-Man, all those are sitting out instead of whatever generic newspapers I had before. So big upgrade.
Does it have a newsstand like on the front of the building, like on the street, or not?
I took it off the set, but it doesn't fit on this sidewalk. I only have 4 studs. I mean, I could put it just no. Yeah, I haven't. I have a plan for it.
I guess the Daily Bugle needs a construction crane and stuff, and they're gonna have to kind of rip out one of the front sides there and build like a newsstand into the front of the mock. I think
Yeah.
Let's just need a construction crane nearby the Daily Bugle. Yeah, it's going to be doing some modifications.
Well, it'll be in the city, and there's other little corners to put a newsstand.
That's pretty thick that's a pretty thick mills you got there. How thick is that? Is that 2.5?
Yeah, I do 2 bricks and a plate to the sidewalk level is tile.
How tall are the roads? Do you have like a curbs, or are the roads thicker?
So the roads sit sideways over 1 brick. So they I don't know.
So are they lower than that, or are they the same height as that?
I can get a piece. I've got one right here.
Because I mean, it looks like at the height you got to be good for maybe having like some kind of a curb system almost.
Here's a mill's plate. Whoops. And these just slide right over a brick. So these are loose.
Oh, okay.
But to the road, I guess
So there is a little bit of a curb then. Yeah, it looks
It's
like
a brick and 2 plates to a tile, and that actually evens out to these sitting sideways.
So up against it, it looks like you. So if you put that right against the building, you've got a little bit of a curb there. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it comes down to the street.
So technically, your sidewalks are probably eight studs wide then, technically, or 9. It looks like, because you got the
right.
floor.
Yeah, once you add that, you get five studs usually on a typical Mills like road like this, and so yeah, now there's plenty of space to put the newsstand.
So how wide is the road? How wide? How many studs wide is that each side of the road? Is it 8 or is it?
Well, let's see. This is a 32 base plate, and there's 5 on each side, so minus 10. That's 22 studs.
Oh,
wide.
so each side of the road is probably like about 10. So the 8 wide cars would look normal on there. Right? They look good. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
One of my filler streets when I build builds, like this that are 48 wide versus 32 wide, and then you gotta like kind of put in an extra little segment to batch up there.
So the road is built sideways, right? The road itself is like sideways, or is it just the white or just the yellow stripe that's sideways?
This is both. This actually has.
Oh, okay. I see.
These big, tile pieces.
Oh, yep. The 8 by.
I got a bunch of those. Otherwise, yeah, you can do that on both sides, and then just do a simple stripe pattern.
Okay.
And both sides are, 5 plates or a brick and.
Oh, okay.
A brick and a plate and a tile will like slip right in there.
Oh, so yeah. To get the white line. Yeah.
You can do a white line and then your double yellow, and then you can do another white line. And I thought that was pretty slick. So I've done all Mills plates for my Spider-Verse city.
Well, that looks nice. I mean, you're right. That's a good way by going a little higher on the Mills to get a nice road that's, with a curb. It's kind of nice. Yeah. I like it. That's a good way to do that. Now we can't yell at Hoosier for going so high all the time. It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to break down like something, construction in the street, you could, do a
hole,
a decent hole that's like at least a brick or more deep. A big pothole or whatever.
Because you've got a brick plus you said 2 plates and then the tile. So you've actually got your pothole could go all the way to the base plate. So if you're using like a brown or even a gray, I have a lot of the gray base plates. We use a gray base plate. It could go all the way to the bottom and actually, be at earth type kind of stuff. So you could actually have a super deep pothole.
Yeah.
Pour minifigs in there. You just get that
right. Or if I put a minifig like right at behind it, they could have their legs still attached and be popping out of manhole, like complete, almost half covered up.
Yep, you can have some cars sitting on the edge of the road with a wheel off and in the pothole going, or just beyond the pothole going, yep, that's what happens in my city. If the villains create too much havoc in the streets, the cars are no longer safe to be driven. So cool. Looks good, man.
Thanks. Yeah. Working on that, and I put a couple sets together this week, so I don't know if I'm gonna pop another one open or sort some brick tonight.
I think I'm gonna build this exploration base, just to make, hopefully not make Chop too mad. But here we go, popping the seals. Seals have been popped.
Wow.
This is a really old set. This is 2011 maybe. Can't see it. I got my contacts in. I should have actually taken. Oh, my instructions are a little crooked too. Yeah, white text on a yellow box is not the best way to do that. That looks like 2011 maybe. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I guess I'll build. Tonight a little bit, I guess. You never, get some of this backlog taken care of,
Backlog? What's that, Ray?
Huh?
What's the backlog when it's
I've been doing backlog busting shows for a while, so I would say I have too much backlog.
Definitely.
People would say they think it's my retirement. It's not. It's truly sets I bought to build. There's a few I bought to give away, and those still get given away once in a while. But in the end, it's it's all about building cool sets. That's what it's about. So, well, let's see here. I don't know who else is out there. It looks like Sloth. It looks like our viewership goes up and down. So. Could be big date night. I mean, obviously, it was one of those things where, too, for those who don't know, Brick Freak passed away last year at about this time. So, actually, I probably almost should play this. This was probably one of the better videos. Actually, let's play this. We're gonna, since I'm building. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this one here. We're gonna play this video. This was episode 60.
One of my favorite films would probably have to be The Incredibles, the first one.
Oh, that's a good choice. Very good choice.
Yeah, I actually know every single line to the entire movie. You do not know every line. Yes, I do. Yeah, that's how many times I've watched that movie.
Okay, I want you to just start, and then I want you to go I don't know, a minute. Go from the very beginning of the film. Just go a minute in.
Okay, is this on? I think I could break a wall through this thing. So, Mr. Incredible, have you ever had a secret identity? Every superhero has a secret identity. I don't know a single one who doesn't. Who wants the pressure of being super all the time? Of course, I have a secret identity. You could see me at the supermarket. Come on, I want to go shopping. You know what I mean? Super late. They always trying to see their secret identity. Think it's a secret relationship or something like that. I said, girl, I don't want to know about the drama, everything like that. You tell me you super meta ultralight babe. That's all right with me. I'm good. No matter how many times you save the world, it always manages to get back in jeopardy again. I mean, sometimes I just want to stay safe, for a little bit. And I feel like the maid. I just cleaned up this mess. Could you keep it clean for 10 minutes? Yeah. Wait, please don't get up. Sometimes I just like to relax and, raise a family. Settle down, are you kidding? I'm at the top of my game. I'm running through with the big dogs. Girls, come on. Okay. Leaving saving the world to the men? I don't think so.
You're giving me goosebumps, man. You're giving me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's pretty good there, I've got to say. Yeah. Sorry for doubting.
No, it's fine. Oh my God.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good words. Do you know the words to Syndrome's monologue?
Oh my, yes. It's bigger. It's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too much for Mr. Incredible. Whoa. Oh, it's finally ready. Yeah, I had quite a few troopers to get worthy to fight you, but it wasn't good enough. Action track 11 was a major modification. Sure, it was difficult, but you are worth it. I mean, after all, I am your biggest fan. Buddy? My name is not Buddy. Not Incredible either. That ship has sailed. All I wanted was to help. I only wanted to help. And what did you say to me? Fly home, buddy. I worked alone. It tore me apart. But I learned an important lesson. You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes. I was wrong to treat you that way. I'm sorry. See? Now you respect me because I'm right. That's the way it works. It turns out there are a lot of whole countries who want respect. and they will pay through the nose to get it. How do you think I got rich? I invented weapons, and now I have a weapon that only I can defeat. And when I unleash it, ha! You sly dog! You got me monologuing.
There it is.
It's a cruel hunt. You're a fun energy. You know, I take the best attention for myself. Am I good enough now? Who's super now? I'm Syndrome. You're now
I just lived it. I just watched that film before my eyes.
I was gonna say, I remember that part of the movie. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's one of the episodes I really enjoyed. So that was kind of cool. Oh, Moto's here.
Yo.
Hey, Moto, how's it going, buddy? I was just playing. I don't know if you saw that. I was just playing the episode 60 when Brick Freak did his. He did the Incredibles movie, and he was talking about that.
Yeah.
When Mr. Hinkle doubted his knowledge of the movie, so
That was a mistake.
it was a mistake for him to doubt that. But yeah, that's
Never, ever doubt the Brick Freak when it comes to the Incredibles.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a year. So
It has been a year. I saw your note.
Yeah. So how is Mr. Moto doing?
I'm gonna start keep working my mock.
Cool.
My mock.
What mock are you working on right now?
Yeah, let me clear some space because this sucker's a monster. And trying to get it on the desk is going to be a thing. I might just work with my back to you, but
A monster.
I'm building a rainbow.
I did see the rainbow. Yeah.
That's what I'm working on, and now I'm trying to get some mountaintops in there.
Mm.
So yeah,
Is that clouds? I take it there. Is it?
yeah. Let me move it to the table. I have to do kind of a 1-2-Z thing. There's the back side of it.
Mm. Yeah, that's not quite as large as my rainbow portal that I have. That's much larger.
Backside of rainbow.
That's an epic rainbow portal. That would be I can't imagine what's going to come through that. That's
Me.
Oh yeah, other than you. Yeah.
But yeah, let me flip this around, get on the desk, and I can start working on it. And hopefully load up some mountains. I'd love to bring this to Bricks and Minifix tomorrow if it's complete enough.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, it looks good. I like the clouds. I like that. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, what I did is I looked at the Monkey Kid clouds, and they're just beautiful, and I decided to super scale my version of their take on the clouds.
Yeah, I haven't seen those clouds. I'll have to go take a look. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, just go to Brickset, look at the latest releases, and the flagship set has some really nice. I mean, the Monkey Kid has clouds built through it all the time. Oh wow!
Cool. Wow. Yeah, you can almost stream through that rainbow. Almost. It's a little short for you. You actually need to take your chair and just, if it's the one that's got hydraulic, just hydraulic your chair down a little bit so that you can,
Imagination.
Is that how that works?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh, there you go.
Bluebirds fly. All right.
Cool.
Let's get this thing attached.
Looks good.
I need mixels. So many mixels.
Yeah. I actually I think I gave some away at one of my contests, and so.
Mixels are the lifeblood.
Well, I gave away some of the purple ones. I have a ton of them.
You mean the sets?
Yeah, the sets.
I thought you meant like bulk joints because, I mean, I live off of these things for the polytexture stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, I bought a bunch of them because of the coloring and stuff. I liked the purple, so I bought a bunch because of that. So
yeah, they're cool.
So,
they are cool, no doubt about it. All right, yeah, I see a way to put this together. Okay,
other than that, not much going on. I'm enjoying season 2 of Lego Masters. Been watching that.
Oh yeah, we doing okay? Are you entertained?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm used to some of the corniness that we get from the show. So I mean, it's
yeah.
I get to cringe a little bit here and there when I get to hear kind of the same kind of stuff again. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, but
I love that they highlighted Natalie giving Will the ultimate epic dad joke, like right back at him. That was awesome.
I did like when he was, when he was giving up his seat as a host. I mean, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, they quick cut it, but yeah, there was this whole thing where he just kind of went, "Oh man," and he's like, "Okay, you get up here, you host the show."
Yeah, my God, it's in trouble.
So yeah, I mean,
she did not shy away from that either.
Hey, dude,
no. Natalie and Sarita, man, they bring the heat on with Randall.
So,
It's funny. The first time we got up and met Will and the Brickmasters, I can't remember what we said, but they were kind of standing there and stuff, and we just started giving a little bit of heat, and they're like, "Ooh, Cats is spicy this year." So we're the spicy cast.
Yeah, well, you gotta have a little bit of stuff, that makes it more interesting, I guess.
Well, hopefully it's done and it's entertaining. That's the big thing.
Well, that's kind of the goal. I mean, it is. I mean, it's it's like I mean, you see the show, and obviously the explosion stuff was awesome. I did like seeing that. Obviously,
Yeah, that was nuts.
Like we talk about who, because there's always the discussions about, what who maybe could have been on the bottom two and all that stuff. So yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things. Like say there's a little bit more teams.
Who were at best? Who were at best on the runway is what we want to know.
Who's what?
Who were at best on the runway on the red carpet? Oscar Knight. But yeah, it's a whole thing. I get it. I'm cool. I don't mind.
It's good. I mean, it's fun. It's a good show. It's gonna be entertaining, just like it always is. So
I hope so.
But I mean, I do like that this year they do have like the kind of the fast break, commercial stuff, and I guess maybe that was with the amount of teams now and stuff. So there's a few segments where there's the commercials go quick, and so you're right back to it. So I mean, that's always a good thing.
Small art director is not used to commercials being on TV. That just threw him for a loop.
So, but yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's it's fun. It's a show. I mean, it's it's all
it is technically a show. Yes, it is. And if it's not for you, don't watch it. It's okay.
Well, and as for right now, I mean that's basically our main source of entertainment right now, because most of the conventions are still kind of. I mean, they're away.
They're coming. They're coming up fast, dude.
Well, I mean,
July.
the one that. Well, which one is that?
Brick Rodeo in Texas is in July. Brick Fair Virginia is the week after. August is the Utah convention. They're coming up. They're coming up like a steamroller.
Yeah, well, Brick World was canceled. I mean, obviously, I'm
next year. Yeah,
I'll wait for Brick Fair until it's back to normal, just for the simple fact that.
Oh, it is. They just announced it's public open now.
Yeah, but obviously that's not enough notice for me, so I'll wait till next year. I mean, it's the last one of the big three I need to hit, so I just need to. But I'll wait till next year. So wasn't really planning on this year with the pandemic. I mean, I have a couple small ones. I have Brick World Wisconsin. They're doing that one, so I'll do that one. And got what else? We've got a show in Green Bay. Train Fest, obviously the big train show. So I got small ones this year, no big ones. Hey Bricks, hey B4C, how's it going? So
I can't see the chat. I took my glasses off though.
Okay. I should have taken my contacts out to look at the instructions, but
yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but whenever I'm building, I'm not wearing the glasses. And then I put them on, and then they come off and on.
So
it's a thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting. It should be a good year. I mean, obviously, if it's we'll kind of see how everything goes, but that's the thing is, I think Brick World, it was just too close to be making that decision early in the year, so which is fine. You want to be safe. So
do what's right for you, man.
Yep. So
I'm always saying, you be you. You can't be anybody else but yourself.
So, but yep. So that's kind of
Jesse, are you looking to go anywhere?
Not immediately. I did so
Yeah.
many shows for Brickmania. I'm still. I'm not jonesing to go to a show.
There you go.
You know, I got convention overload in 2017 and 18.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm excited because I've never been to a convention. Maybe that's
Right.
maybe-
No, if I haven't been or even just did one show a year, I would probably be jonesing to go for sure.
Yeah, I mean and then once you have your favorite show, you're like the main show. Like I have Chicago.
Well, the good news is that our cast is heck bent on making Chicago the one where we always meet back up.
There you go.
So you're going to
Cool.
get, if you want autographs and try to get the whole cast, that's going to be the one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It's sort
So
of scattershot for the rest, but at least Chicago, we're supposed to be rallying to that one when it comes around.
Chicago's the biggest one, kind of.
I think Chicago's the more central. I think Brick Fair, Alabama, or Brick Fair, Virginia is I think the biggest for in terms of AFOLs. I think that's what Kevin has said. Brickworld's getting close. I mean, Brickworld, I don't know if we'll catch. I mean, it's kind of things you just never know. But
Well, there's a lot of Midwest people on our show, so it made sense that would be the one.
B for C's asking who's going to Alabama. That's the one in January, right? That I don't know. That one I would like to get to, but we will see. That's a possibility. It's a possibility I could maybe get to that one. I kind of like to go.
Shuck you down.
It'd be nice to road trip or something to that one maybe.
Alabama next year, January or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. MLK weekend. So
February.
definitely be one I wouldn't mind. Oh, what the heck happened here? Oh, I went through all the way now. Definitely would be one to get to. We'll see. Need to find people to road trip with, I guess. Three. I have an extra piece.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect, so I'm just going to try to go in with an open mind.
It's good maybe that you're doing rodeo first. I think
Never been any of these major ones.
that one you could drive to, right?
No.
No, you're gonna fly out there.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
It's in Texas.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look and see.
Yeah.
Definitely think Brick Fair, Alabama is definitely one of the ones I probably need to get to. So looks like I got my base, my base for my landing platform. I guess for my sub, I guess is done.
It's all about that base. No trouble.
That's true. Oh, yeah, Jude's bringing the tang. If I'm going to that show, I might have to leave the blueberry vodka here and actually pick up some, 100 like the bananas, the 99 bananas, and mix with my tang. That might be kind of good. Might truly leave me sleeping below my mock, but hey, that's the price you pay.
What's the story of the tang?
Jude likes tang.
Oh, that's it?
think. Well, he likes
Middle, beginning, end, beginning, middle, end.
I
He
think
mixes it with adult beverage.
Oh, okay.
That kind of tang.
yeah, it's more potent than the tang that you might have drank when you were younger. So
I see. I understand now.
I mixed some. I mixed some with mine last week or whatever the week I made some tang. So, but
It's that kind of tang.
that kind of tang, yes.
Copy that.
Kind of sounds like I probably should have gone to the Nashville gathering. It sounded like that was a pretty good time we had down there.
Dude, but no, it's got to be a Kentucky Deluxe at Hope Castle.
Well, I mean, I might do both, just so I can have, see what I like, Gotta mix it up once in a while. Besides, tang's like a breakfasty type drink, so.
Is it though?
At least I thought it was.
Not so sure about that.
So other than that, so is the rainbow going to be used for anything special at Bricks and Minifigs, or just something because is there a certain display right now? Or what's up right now? Is it still Star Wars?
I'm going tomorrow to do a meet and greet, and they wanted me to bring some MOCs, and I can always bring my other MOCs. But this one was a build challenge. It was put forward by my friend.
Oh.
And the idea is you just, through this month, you build anything with a rainbow, and then you tag it, Everyone is Awesome. Everyone is Awesome challenge, both.
Oh, okay.
And you get it online, so it's for Pride Month. And I was like, yeah, I can get behind that.
Okay. That makes sense. Cool.
But I was thinking a railroad track, but then someone already did it, so then I went with the brick bending. I think the brick bending looks a little bit cleaner. So
I did the railroad track. I copied Kevin on Board Toys.
Yeah, so I was thinking, and then I saw On Board Toys. I saw Kevin do it. I'm like, well, I can't do that. That's burned to a crisp.
I did.
He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it.
I contacted him and said, "Do you mind if I copy you?" And then I ended up doing the back side of the track instead of the front side of the track.
Oh, cool.
So I did put my own spin on it.
I was going there. I'm like, oh, I've never done a brick bending technique, and I remembered how to do it. So I just went, oh, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And within an hour, I was flying, so I knew that I had it. Once I saw the arc starting to come together. After that, it was just machining it out. It's just a lot of repetition. A lot of repetition. What did I do on the loader thing? This is the part that can switch. So with Chicago postponed until next year,
Yeah.
I assume if you want to do the Incredibles collab, that's going to be postponed until next year as well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I gotta still make sure I got guys working on stuff for the castle collab, because we're at 2 years now without actually producing anything yet. So that's like so I gotta just see who's
2 years. 2 years? What are you on about, man? 6 months. 6 months.
Huh? What?
We say 2 years, 6 months. There you go.
Well, I mean, without a show, the theme carries over, and so we're still working on making sure everybody has stuff. I mean,
So, Rick, what do you think? of the new 3-in-1 castle set. Are you getting it?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. We haven't seen that in the US yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you not seen Miss Bricks of Fun? She's already built it. So if you haven't, get over and give it a watch. Because yeah, she builds the new 3-in-1 castle.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen it yet. I don't think we get it till August. So we're in the US. Europe decided to release some stuff early there and not here, so we don't get that yet.
It's not very often they do that, Reed. It's not very often.
Yeah, I know.
On a different matter, and a peculiar one, Hoosier did show me the box last night, Reed. He teased me.
Showed you what?
You know your box, and he turned the camera just before we went live. We went, there it is. And then he turned the camera back. I was like, you kid.
Oh, are you referring to the box?
Yes, the box that I've got to open live on camera. Yes.
Yeah, that box should be quite entertaining. You say so.
Well, I don't know if it was going to be posted today or if it was posted today. I have not spoke to Hoosier. I will find out tomorrow, no doubt. I shall leave it for a surprise until then. Unless Hoosier happens to jump in, which, stranger things have happened.
Perhaps.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Again, there's some more castle pieces in there. Then I'm going to be working on the roof for this bad boy and hopefully getting it finished. Then trying to move it elegantly without dropping it, put it somewhere else and start something else.
Oh, I did that wrong. What the heck?
Well, now I have a really plain looking Daily Bugle set.
That's the set?
This is the set that comes. Yeah.
Oh, no, I take the mock any day. Whatever's on the left is insane.
Here's the Lego set minus the sign I transferred to my building.
Oh, there you go.
And I transferred the other signs with stickers and the front of the store. So this has been stripped of all the sticker elements, all the newspapers, all the computer screens, and they went inside this building.
There you go.
Wow, that is a little bit of a difference of size there, just a little bit. Just
yeah, it's amazing how similar they are, though. Like I've got the tiered back. It goes up a level, and there's patios in the back, and then we've got a similar kind of thing here.
Yeah, but yours has a lot less window than that one does. That one, I think, almost has too much window, I think.
It's all steel and glass, yeah.
That was one thing I was like, wow, that's a lot. I mean, for, the amount of pieces it is, I understand that, but it's a lot of glass. It's like, I understand that makes it easy to build. And I guess for a set, that's good. I mean, the goal is to the goal is for someone to build the set and then to be inspired to do what you did. Turn it into a mock that fits into whatever your city size is. So, because, they might still rebuild it or make it a little bit bigger, but their city might not need a bugle as big as yours, maybe marginally bigger than what that one is. So,
well, yeah, I had that already. I built it years ago. So,
the question I'd like to ask, Jesse, do you think, with the bugle, the original set, the small one,
yeah,
the windows will change. Do you think you could do that with the big mock?
Do what?
You know how with the smaller set, the new release one, you can change the windows, can't you, to the blown out one or the filled in?
Blow out the windows, yeah. I could, and I just rebuilt this one and got rid of the exploding elements. Right. So I sourced those mixel pieces that kind of just hold them in place with the action shot. I haven't decided. I do like the way that looks when a building has an explosive element like that. So
I just like the fact that's the one thing I like about the set. You can either have it with the blown out window or you can have it with the complete window, and
you can just pull pull out that window frame right there and put in a different one that's all blown out.
Yeah. No, that's
So it's not only modular up and down, it's sideways modular too.
Does your mock do that? Where's your pull out mock go like that?
It's modular this way. I can go to each level, but I did not build it.
You don't have that built into that yet?
No, not yet.
That's why I said yet. I said yet. That's why I figured it's only a matter of time.
I built the set, compared the two, and then today added, switched everything up. And now Brett's right. Yeah, maybe the next step I do is build a pull-out window. Maybe it'll be 2 levels worth and 6 windows worth of an explosion.
It might be.
Couldn't you make it like a jigsaw puzzle piece, Jesse? Do you get what I mean with the windows and the squares? Surely, so that, like you say, it goes over 2 levels, but it could spread out maybe both ways as well a little bit.
I mean, you probably almost build it so that it actually you have like something inside that you just push it into and just kind of pull it out, push it in and slide it. Just like the one on the Daily Bugle set, but just kind of something like a rock, like a mortar and window part of something where you can just pull it out and just kind of pulls out and pushes in type kind of thing, maybe,
Maybe. I'd rather do a bigger type of explosion. So I think I might actually just build it right as part of the set.
Oh, okay.
Not a replaceable.
Well, that, or build it as maybe a couple floors to where you don't have to, where you can just make an explodable section, but just maybe have 2 floors or something. That's that section.
Yeah,
so you have 2 sets of floors, and you just kind of just change it as you go. So
I did that with my arcade mock, and I had a second level that was clean, and then second level that was all broken up. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up just stacking all of them, so the broken up level became the 3rd level. But
because that might be kind of cool. So if you went to like a convention, one day everything is together, and the next day it's a part type kind of thing. And someone, the kids, see if the kids actually, or someone have noticed, see if anybody who comes both days notices that there's a difference or something. Okay, something's not right here.
Bricks for Chris, I got a message for you telling Jesse not to listen. I was just asking a question. I was not inducing him to redo the front of his mock. I was asking him a question. And hello, Megaland Ballarat. How you doing, buddy? Chris, don't you be wicked to me. That was a good question. I'm never going to get the bugle, but I do like the fact of the window popping out. I like that effect. Yeah. It's a new technique, and I like that.
Maybe. I don't know. Not anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to do that. Because now I have this building that's kind of naked, and I should repurpose this, right? So.
Yeah, that could be repurposed as maybe. That could be a villainous lair, probably, with all that glass. They aren't always the most intelligent of beings, and they might think it might be cool to see what's going on inside their building, even though it's probably not a good idea. But hey,
this could be bad. So there's a couple of like Roxxon. Ooh, Roxxon. I should make it a Roxxon building.
That or you do have if you have a Hinkle thing, you could make it Hinkle's Hinkle's artist studio there.
I'm gonna see if I can make a Roxxon. It's gonna be Roxxon.
The Hinkle building.
Could be Oscorp. Oscorp would be a good one for the anti-Spider-Man, the bad guy there. Oscorp or Roxxon. I think I got to do Roxxon because Roxxon is going to appear in Loki. Roxxon cart. I'll try to do the Roxxon cart sign.
There you go.
All right, I've got a plan.
You've got a plan. Whether or not the plan will work is anybody's guess.
So, what is Roxxon for those of us who don't?
It's like a mega conglomerate, like oil company.
Okay.
Yeah, in the Marvel universe, you know, they're
It's the
buying.
Octane. It's the Octane of Marvel.
Yeah, it's the Octane of Marvel.
Got it.
The evil corporation. I'll have to look up more of who runs it, but it's definitely in the background of like Daredevil stuff and Spider-Man.
I kind of get two impressions with the building. Like you say, it could be an inland revenue building because it's got all the glass windows and they got nothing to hide because they're the ones that come after you. So the inland revenue, that sits. And the second thing, it kind of reminds me of the Ghostbuster building a little bit. Wrong colour, obviously, but just the build of it and the windows at the front, mate, it just reminds me of a very old Ghostbusters building.
It could sit on top of the Ghostbusters. It'd be interesting to, like, you know, expand the Ghostbusters with all these extra levels on top of it.
Cool.
It's about that wide.
It almost looks like it could be like an old, you know, kind of build.
I'll tell you what it could be, Jesse. Here's one for you. How about the apartment from Big? You could have the level with the pinball machine. You could have the level with the bunk beds, couldn't you? You remember in the film Big where he's got the apartment where he works for the toy company and he's got all the stuff, got all the glass windows so you could see in every level.
Oh my god.
Different things. There's a lot of glass there. That's what weird idea is. It's a lot of glass.
Well, I left the furniture in here, so it's still an office type building. But I did take out all the newspapers. Anything that said Daily Bugle is part of the mock now.
Because it looks kind of like a little bit like, you know, like some of the old manufacturing buildings too.
I'm going to try to do the Roxxon logo the same way, the same font of the Daily Bugle. No, it'll have to be a little different with the X's and the N. The R could be the same. I'll figure it out. Similar though, I think.
I mean, you know, it looks like Chris is laughing at Brett giving him building tips. Chris, I mean, how come you're not in here like showing us what you're building these days? Come on, man. Show us that you know how to build, you know.
Ron, you're red. Get a different color though. It'd be cool if it was like blue, greenish. Use some of the dots patterns here. Let's see if I can make a. I'm gonna make a small sign for the floor level, and then a large sign for the top. Oh yeah.
Reed, do you have any mods in your chat, buddy? If not, can you please nominate someone?
I thought I had a few, but I need to. I thought I had some. How do I even do that? I don't remember how.
Wait, what's wrong?
There's a comment, Moto. One that's by a very narrow-minded person. So maybe they don't need to be in that.
I got it. I'm on it. I think I'm a mod. Check this out.
There you go. I just closed. I didn't have YouTube open.
Oh, I put the wrong one. What happened?
Dude, what?
You blocked previously.
You definitely can't say this week's show is boring.
I don't know if that was the one you were thinking about. I don't know.
No, the comment is by Joe and the Ho-Re.
Oh,
yeah, Joe.
yeah.
You got him. You got him.
I got him.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we don't need narrow-minded people like that. I'm sorry.
And B for C.
Build a
Sorry
rainbow.
about
I'm
that.
sorry.
He
Sexuality. Do you know what I mean? Aren't you, Moto? You've got no
B for
problem
C.
with that.
B for C took some friendly fire and you timed them out.
Yeah, it must have shifted right as I tried doing it. So yeah, it's okay. We know he's got a sense of humor. Hopefully, he brought it with him tonight to the stream. If not, well.
Wow, you took out all of B for C's comments for the whole session doing that. Wow.
I don't know how to undo that. So
We can't. Once you do it, it's done.
After time. Yep. Wait the time. Yeah.
Well, I've got my session go. I don't know. I'm gonna do a comment to see if I'm a mod.
I had a couple mods, but
Yep, I'm a mod.
well,
Hey, dude, Jude.
oh, you know what? Actually, I don't have my.
It wasn't Hoosier. It was Reed by mistake.
Yeah, Reed sniped him.
I don't have mod. I don't know if you want to make me your.
Reed hit him with friendly fire.
Oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. I didn't have it up so I couldn't see the wrenches. So.
Oh, you have plenty of other ones.
But you've got Hoosier in there, me. Normally when I join, if I'm a mod, I just forgot I was a mod. Normally I have the phone right here. I can take them out.
There we go. That's been added. Let's see. So
I'm watching StreamYard. Hoosier.
Yeah, StreamYard will never show the mod wrenches next to him. You have to.
Nah.
yeah, that's why I kind of just.
That's why I sort of shouted it out, though, guys. Like I said, we don't need narrow-minded people like that. They can go elsewhere with their very low opinions. Yeah, we talk about Lego and happy things.
You can do a check again, Jesse, if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Mod with a wrench. Thanks, Reed.
It's a wrench. It's a wrench. Sorry,
What am I going
sorry,
to do?
Chris. Didn't mean to do it. It happens. It happens. Stuff shifts sometimes a little quickly. I mean, the nice thing is I can mod from StreamYard. I just can't. I can't add. Right? I can't add mods from StreamYard, but I can play. I can play God from StreamYard and still, whack stuff. So
Yeah, if you hit the right button.
solo, not a mod.
Shoot, now I'm stuck.
What up?
Not a mod. What up, Kevin?
Oh, why can't I hear? I assume you can hear me since I heard a response. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
There we go. Hello, all.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Wagner?
What's up, Brett? How are things over in early time?
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, that's right, Hoosier. Blame me. Did you send the box? Cool.
What is this box?
The box.
This box is an accumulation MOTO of gifts from my buddies in America and bits that I bought from the auction and whatnot and stuff.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, it's a collective care package for me.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty scary. It definitely is.
Does it have both bits and bobs in it?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know. I'm still sitting here in suspense. Nobody's talking about it. It's like months away. I wish there was information, but I have nothing. I
He
know
knows
3 or
what-
4 items in the box because I purchased them. But
He knows what he
other
bought,
than that,
but that's about it. I mean, if there's other stuff for, that he's going to have to save his pennies for to pay for later,
You know
that
what's in the
we haven't
box?
told him about.
I know what's in the box. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I only saw that movie once. I only need to see it once.
Nope, you only have to see it once.
And I think I was told we were going to see Mission Impossible, and everyone decided they wanted to watch 7 instead. That was a biggest letdown ever. From a movie perspective.
That's a good story. I went to see Mission Impossible. I wound up seeing 7.
Yeah. But I went with a group of friends, not knowing what we were going to go see, and we went to see Fight Club, which I had zero interest in seeing. The trailer looked stupid.
Who are these? Yeah,
I love Fight Club. So that was the biggest upswing from my expectations of the movie.
That's funny.
So I was glad to see your build exploded this week, Moto.
Oh, it did. Yeah, Moto wanted big booms. We got big booms.
Yeah.
A little bit of tweaking along the way, but yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like that build a lot better than the last one.
Yeah, that's that kind of thought. I mean, you know,
You're just getting your brick legs under you, right, Moto?
I can't say. It gives away the future if I answer that.
Well, you could say you're getting your brick legs under you, even if it was only for one episode.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting my brick legs under me for one episode that is aired.
Number 2.
Just to appease you, I'll say okay, yeah.
Well, I think Phil's in the same boat, Phil and Maria, where they had a rocky start, and now they're getting their brick legs under them.
That was rough.
But I know that Phil loves to build small detail, so it wasn't surprising for that first episode.
They both do. Yeah.
You build big detail.
No, I
Otherwise,
meant
your
for
build
them.
wouldn't be as tall as you are.
I meant for them.
Oh,
they do
yes,
like to build
both of them
details. Yes.
Correct.
You guys may have not noticed this, but when the explosion went off, there was like 2 or 3 near misses, and then a brick came down and knocked the sword out of her hand. And I lost my garbage when I saw that in slow-mo, like the brick going, because there's a blast shield in front of us in the camera and all the gear, so you can't see the model when it explodes.
Mm-hmm.
And some people would run around the corner and they'd look and they'd say, "It survived," and we all cheer. I told Paris, don't run around the corner. Don't run around the corner. I don't want to know. I don't want to know till they show it. So we're sitting there waiting, and then this brick comes. And I'm like, and it knocked the sword out of my hand. And I was just like, "Yay, she survived!" But I thought they'd ding us on that, but Jamie actually liked the fact that the sword got knocked out of her hand. He thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic that you planned that out and did it exactly.
Well, I didn't plan for a brick to knock the sword out of her hand. That was like, dude, that's just the explosion. There's a lot of uncertainty in those things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We saw that on the show. You know, stuff that you thought would happen that didn't happen. So.
Oh, absolutely. You try your best to plan it. I just went full Mythbusters and did a shaped charge build. It was the only way I could think of doing it. And,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the spider to blow up that well, the way they built it, but it went just fine. For the 2 ladies.
Yep, Michelle and Natalie. We should call her Natalie. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. That wasn't Michelle and Natalie. That was Jen and... Oh, Lordy.
I don't have the names down yet. I just keep waiting for you or Phil or Maria or...
You just keep waiting.
No, I can't. No, you guys weren't featured much because you were you were more middle of the pack this episode, right?
Yeah.
Jacob was sorry he didn't get to see more of you too.
Got to share the limelight with everybody.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad they featured other builders. I think that's cool this time around.
Well, and it's only an hour long. They can only, I mean, unless they're not going to go into
Well,
detail on
yeah,
anything,
and
they
they-
can show so much, right?
I was cool. They took half the time to show the explosions, so they really had to cut a ton of other stuff out.
Yep.
And I was cool with that. I get it. I think the editors are doing a great job this season. Whoever's doing the cutting.
Fun.
Yeah. What am I even doing here?
So are you and Will Arnett best pals now?
Are you kidding? No. I'm just I was feeling cheesy at one point. I think it was the lack of sleep, and he came over. And he always says the same thing. When he comes over to Eddie table, he's like,
So how's it going, Moto Paris? What you working on?
So he talks in his Batman voice every time?
well, it's just his voice. I mean, it's Will Arnett. This is Will Arnett being Will Arnett. But he comes over, he's like, because you can see him coming with the whole crew. It's like,
Moto and Paris, how's it going? I go, Will, how's it going?
he goes,
Hey, that's pretty good.
so I was happy. After that, I was like, okay, I could get eliminated like on the spot now, and I've at least done a Will Arnett impression to his face, and he said it was okay. I'm good.
Did you ever watch Arrested Development?
Well, of course, yeah. There was a lot of Arrested Development. There was a lot of Arrested Development references that will probably not make air from other tables, not ours.
Did you make any huge mistakes?
I think that sounds like that. That's NA,
Huge mistake.
not allowed.
No, I mean, it would be great if you said that and it made it onto the show. I've made a huge mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
Anyang.
Onion. Or it's more like, Onion. We know who you are, Onion.
I think that's not good.
That actor had a good gig, man.
He did.
Whoever played Onion, man, to be able to do one line, walk on, walk off, you're done. Perfection. There we go. I think I'm on to something now. I'm building with bricks now. Oh yeah, definitely.
No. Yes, no, yes, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe
so which thing do I tear apart? You will.
So are you prepping for next month then?
Yeah, I got to start building soon.
What?
No, okay.
What's next month?
Bay Beach, and then Sister Bay. Which Reed, you're not going to Sister Bay, are you?
That's the one way, way, way up north, right?
It's 2 more hours.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to that one.
It's in Door County, which is beautiful.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. I don't have, the thing is though, that's all about Wisconsin historical buildings, and I don't have anything right now.
You don't have to. Not everyone.
My castle is not Wisconsin historically accurate, so I mean I don't think I can bring that, so I'm sorry.
No, you can. Only about a third of the builder, or half the builders bring actual Door County builds, and most of the builds are not Door County related.
I didn't really realize that, so no, I guess I wasn't prepared for that. Besides, I'm sure all the hotels by now are all pretty gone anyways, so.
Yeah, they could be. So, Jesse, you coming over to Green Bay next month? Brett, you flying over, Moto?
I could drive.
Planes.
I think you should contact Jacob and Caleb.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Caleb.
I think you should contact Cheesy Studios and get them to show up and blow everyone's minds. That's what I think you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lacroix, well, he lives up. No, that's right. He's not there anymore. No, he is back there. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. It's still a little way.
I can't follow what you're trying to say.
So he lives further away than Reed does. So it would be a bit of a drive.
They're young.
They are. That's true. And we are trying to get Jacob to join WISLUG since he's here anyways.
Well, just get one of them.
Well, Caleb already said he was interested, but then hasn't been to any of our events. So we're hoping that he'll...
Well, he was kind of busy.
I know that now. But it was also in college, which also makes you rather busy.
Yeah.
So.
I think there's, I don't know if the other guys that I met, if the Campbell brothers were ever members of WISLUG, the ones that had the cast.
I assume.
I don't remember where they were from. They were up north. I mean, they were at Brickworld 2012, but they haven't been there since. They had the big castle display.
Which one?
This was the one that had the two castles with 1,200 guys in between it. It was pretty massive at Brickworld 2012. That wasn't anything as big. There were big castles, but not big battles.
You're saying Brickworld Chicago?
Yeah, Brickworld Chicago 2012. Yeah. These are the guys I was building my castle for a collab eventually. I don't know if they ever joined. I don't know if they were members of WISLUG or not. But that's who I was originally building the castle to collab with. But
I don't think they are. I don't recognize them.
I know they were. I know they're from the central part of the state. I know that they were up by you. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, I believe that's where they were from. Anyways, when we talked, I haven't talked to him in a long time. I think one of the brothers was at one of the Brick Worlds a couple years ago, but he wasn't. He didn't bring anything. He just kind of came to just see what was happening. Damien and
Damien and
that's what I was trying to think of the brother's name. Damien Campbell. I can't remember his brother's name.
Yeah, pop the clutch if you're going to burn the transmission, man.
This is not. I don't know what this is. But this is not a good. Well, that's for that. Okay.
So, Jesse, you're into Star Wars, right?
Oh yeah.
And you saw the new figs coming out for the Mandalorian sets and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about this wave than I have been for a wave in quite a while.
Yeah, Car Saxon and stuff.
Yep.
That looked great.
And then I saw images of the armor and the other Mandalorian. Yeah. So.
That'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell because I haven't heard about this.
They're releasing. Let's see. There's the throne room on Mandalore, which has got Darth Maul and Ahsoka. They're releasing the armor's chamber from Mandalorian, which has the armor, the Mandalorian, and then one of the other Mandalorians. I think it's what's his name's character, the director. Because he plays the blue Mandalorian, the big muscular one. So I think it's his character that's included with it. And I can't think of his name for some reason. John Favreau. I think it's the Mandalorian that he played. That's the figure you get, or the extra figure you get. They're releasing a Mandalorian starfighter, which comes with Gar Saxon, one of the blue Mandalorians from season 2, and then what's her name? The main princess, or what's Jesse, help me out here. I can't think of her name.
What's that?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan.
And then they're releasing Moff Gideon's light cruiser. We've got Moff Gideon. It's going to have, I think, one of the Death Troopers, and then a few other figs. They're releasing a $60 version of Darth Vader's transformation chamber, which seems a bit ridiculous.
Wasn't that the one they did that was $20 a while
It
back?
was, and now it's going to be $60. It looks much better, but it's still just his meditation chamber, so it's not really all that exciting. It comes with Darth Vader and I think an Imperial officer, which maybe it's Veers. Who's the one that, or is it Piet? I think it's Piet. But who knows?
Yeah, I'll probably get all of those.
They're
A
going
while
all
for
out.
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Not by a lot, but I do have some Star Wars. A little bit of it.
A pittance. You have a pittance of Star Wars.
Well, I mean, I'm a Yoda fan. Use the Force, my young Padawan. So, I mean, I got a bunch of his stuff, but
You're a Muppet fan.
yeah. I haven't seen Doc in a while. He should be present. Doesn't come in.
He's had a tough time recently, man.
I saw he was.
Yoda has, or Reed has.
Doc has had a tough time recently.
He was actually doing an Instagram live stream earlier today. I'm not sure where he was at. Didn't catch the whole thing.
He was at the Lego store in the mall. He was going to the Lego store in the mall.
So you're turning this into a ship, Moto?
No.
You alluded to that.
Well, it swooshes, but it's not a ship. No.
Ooh, it swooshes. Cool.
But
Why not?
not everything has to be a spaceship. No, what I'm trying to do is difficult enough, I think.
Oh, you're saying that building spaceships is easier?
And relatively.
Sorry, I'm being annoying.
Okay. No, I mean, spaceships come to me rather naturally now. They're easy for me to grind out, but this is something different. And I'm always trying to do something a little different, so I learn a new technique or a new build style, and every time I try to pick up a new skill, it's challenging in the beginning and frustrates me, and I'm kind of at that point. But I'll get through it. The rainbow came together quick. The clouds were pretty easy. This last part, it's going to be simple when it's done. It'll look simple, but solving it is where all the energy's going into it.
Yeah. Does it involve curves or bubbles or odd shapes like that?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'm trying to make a little short mountaintop for each of the stands. Let me get one more piece down. So I've got it. I've got the shape finally. I'm gonna lock it.
Hey, Reed, you want to put them on?
I was waiting for him to get ready.
Good old poly.
Yep, and that's going to be a rocket, you said?
This is going to be the top of mountaintop.
Oh, sorry, mountaintop. Okay.
Yeah, so it fits as a sleeve right over that base, nice and snug, and it's nice. It's got a nice look, but now trying to get it to flex around the base and get it into where it needs to be is giving me a headache. So,
Are you using the flex or the mixel joints?
yeah.
Oh, okay. And it's still not flexing, or you're using multiple?
I use a
those
bunch so
methods?
that it forces it into a rigid shape once it's together.
Oh. So now you're just trying to angle it so it actually fits the shape you want at the bottom.
Yeah, I just need to figure out a way to mount it to the bottom and do the math to solve it. Right now I'm reinforcing the joints because I've committed to it. So once I commit to it, I have to come in. So here's a good example. Can I build in reverse? Yeah, I probably can. Can I build in reverse? Feel my way.
Oh,
So-
reinforcing that way, yeah.
Yeah, you have to reinforce double stud.
Yep.
So you come in with ones next to it and then you cap it.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
tend to build more with the 1x2 with teeth that have angled that
Yeah, the
have
clip-
friction pins that,
Yeah, the clip and bar.
but they don't angle in both directions. The
Yep. Exactly.
not
They
the
don't have
clip-
a compound.
I do the ones that have the fixed joints, not the loose. So, but mine tend to be more geometrical. Across, like I typically like to have the same angle between each part, but they look
Yep,
less.
that's what makes the poly texture a little bit tougher, is you got to do compound angles. I'm good, Reed. I think I showed what I need to show.
Nah.
And
Nah. Show us more. Show us more.
what would you want to see? The balloon's coming along.
Did they really pop?
It's called Pop. Yeah, the name of the balloon's called Pop.
Damn it! How do you take these apart?
But I'd have to move this thing out of the way to show it, so I'm gonna wait till later.
And I'm actually I gotta get going. I just want to jump in quick because I wasn't able to join last week. I gotta go pick up food and take care
Yeah,
of a few
me
things.
neither.
I might be on later. We'll see.
Yeah, last week was probably, as Mr. Hinkle said, my shortest show probably ever.
How long did you end up going?
Was Hankel on?
1 hour. No, but he watches it. I think he'll watch it afterwards or something. So 1 hour, and that was enough for me.
Well, I
I
might go watch it afterwards, and I'm glad to say I've finally taken over his mantle as the Kevin, since he's no longer on here to make me the other Kevin. So
Awesome.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's going to be like that for probably at least, I'm guessing, 5 years or so, unless.
no, I definitely wouldn't mind it coming back at some point and replacing me. So
I think, like you said, it'll be probably 5-10 years before that happens, possibly, if it happens. If he comes back,
Roxelle?
it's going to be some time. So,
what's Roxelle?
huh?
5 or 10 years.
Rocks on.
Oh, Roxanne. Yeah.
Well, I
Sorry.
mean, he's.
That's what my daily bugle's turning into. So I have my mock bugle.
Mhm.
I put all the signs on it. And this one's stripped. So this one's
Yeah.
going to become the Roxxon Corporation. Maybe this
Nice.
sign fits down here, or I don't know, up here, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. We'll do a Roxxon.
What color are you using for that? Is that just plain blue, or is that a different color for the tiles?
This is purple.
Purple. Okay. That
Ooh.
looks kind of purplish. Are you gonna add any
Lavender.
purple? Are you gonna add any purple accents to the daily bugle to tie it in?
To this, yeah, I mean, I'm just now, I mean, I had a eureka moment of what I was going to make it into. There's
more of a
the
rock
flags here. The flags could have some more purple on it.
Yep.
And
What is
Well, this-
Roxxon?
this thing actually, bam, fits right there. Look at that. Boom.
And
it's in there.
what is the Roxxon Corporation?
It's like the Octane
Oh, okay.
Evil Oil Company or whatever, you know. Evil Scientist Company
Nice.
in the Marvel Universe.
Is it in Spider-Man? Into the Into the Spider-Verse? Is it in there?
Maybe not yet.
Okay. I know they had wherever Doc Ock was, wherever they had to kind of break into. I couldn't remember what the name of that company was. So
Roxxon, yeah. Well, Doc Ock could be Oscorp.
It was Oscorp, I think.
They do use a Roxxon a lot in the Spider-Man games and stuff. So
okay.
I could put Corp next to it. Okay, Roxxon. But that works right there in front of the door. That's kind of cool.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Now that Hoosier's here to replace me.
Oh,
See you, Kevin.
it's that bike, Hoosier.
Bye.
I figured
Bye.
I'd show Brett what a real bike is.
Harley.
What is it hiding behind that old man's thing in front of me?
That's pretty sweet.
It's not your triumph, though, Jesse, is it? Come on.
No, but it's not too far off of like as far as the way it's shaped and stuff. It's a more of a easy rider. With the kick.
Hoosier, I haven't had a midlife crisis yet, thank you. Now that's more my style.
There you go. Hoosier's Garage.
That's an expensive dust catcher.
No, that's divorce papers right there. That's what that is.
Nah. The wife knows she goes before that goes. Oh, I gotta clean this garage up.
Nah. That's
I got stuff everywhere.
Have you been on Dude's tank? Because your camera's shaking like a...
Yes.
Very mature, Hoosier. Very mature.
I need to get that gimbal out and use it.
Yeah, you do. Look, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, but it's in the Lego room.
Wow.
I'm too tired to go down there and get it. All right,
Oh.
you can take me out the big screen, maybe.
I suppose I can do that.
I just want to come in and mess with Brett. Like I said, show him what a real bike looks like.
You almost, you didn't tell me if you sent the box today.
No, I did not. So I didn't get a chance to meet up with Charlie.
I didn't think you would.
So the box is ready to go. But now I'm waiting on Charlie. So take that up with Charlie.
Listen, I can wait for the stickers.
Right. You could put those in an envelope.
I figured I'd jump in, say hello.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it considering I had no one last week and I ended up ending my stream after an hour and playing lots and lots of craft.
Yeah, well, I went to join last week and you'd already shut it down, so I started my own.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what happened to everybody, and an hour in is usually kind of weird for no one else to be here. So, so you look at Larry's here. So I mean, I'm guessing Larry last week had date night, so I figured that was probably the case. I figured it was probably super date night last weekend, and so I mean, that was what I thought it was, because it's kind of weird that there was like nobody here.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
I was out of town on a anniversary birthday vacation extravaganza.
Oh yeah.
I figured that's what it was. I was like, because I think I was saying, it's like, man, this is weird. I have like nobody. There's like nobody here. It's like, how is that even possible? I was like, this is weird. Like,
all right. Later, guys. I may pop in later.
Later.
Take care, Hoosier.
Hoosier has his own lift in his garage. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to see what I had to do to the Raptors to get it in here.
Ooh.
Jeez Louise. Nice work, my friend.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Is that Han Solo and Carbonite up there?
So I actually used the top of the lift to help support the roof of the garage.
Wow. Well done, sir.
That sounds safe.
It looks like
I'm
looks like a NASCAR thing up there on that with that. It's not carbonite. It looks like NASCAR or something.
Yeah.
Like something 400.
Oh, it's sideways. It's a flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quaker State 400.
From a distance, I swear it should have been in Jabba's throne room.
All right, y'all have a good one. I'll pop back in later.
Later.
Bye. Take care, buddy.
Actually, the mistake I made earlier actually worked good. I actually was kind of surprised it actually worked. That's
No,
good.
last week I was in Uray, which
where?
probably 4 of us know where that's at.
Ore. You're Ore.
Our A. Uray.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I think I've read about
Uray.
it somewhere.
I've been
but-
there.
Known as the Switzerland of America.
Nice. Are y'all decompressed now?
You know, I don't really get that. I don't have to. I mean, since we're already at a mile high, if we go up another couple thousand feet, it's not a big deal. I mean, for some people it is, but I mean, growing up here, it's just like, you know, just.
He's basically a Sherpa.
I'm kind of a Sherpa. I felt like a Sherpa. We went on a 6-hour hike on this trail that goes around the perimeter of. So Uray is basically in a bowl of cliffs and, you know, the Rocky Mountains, and it's just gorgeous. There's waterfalls, and that's why they compare it to the Alps. But there's a trail that goes around the entire perimeter of this Colorado mountain town, and it's like 6 miles, and it took us 6 hours. We were going a mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm no John Nash, but that's what I figured out. What is that?
Good
Reed?
for you.
The nice thing is it drops right into place. This is the Atlantis
Oh, cool.
exploration HQ.
What year?
2011.
My son loved watching that show.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm building some of my stuff from my backlog that goes back to many eons. So pretty cool. I probably bought it because of all the bubbles. I figured I'd use them, but actually, this is actually pretty.
Sure.
Neat. Might have to, you know. So I mean, it just with the balls here, it just sits right. You know, the base, the stub just sits right there. You just open it up, it sits pretty cool.
Set has a lot of balls.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So yeah, cool. So Larry, what are you working on? Anything exciting?
I'm not working on anything, and my life has been kind of 100 miles an hour lately. My
100
my
miles an hour.
21-year-old had to move back in, and the only room we had for her was the Lego room.
No.
Yeah. So
I'd say it's going to cost you extra to move back in because it is.
well, it was like so my 18-year-old was going to move out with my 21-year-old into a new place when my 21-year-old's lease had expired on Memorial Day. Well, it fell through. So I'm like, well, yeah, you know, crash over here until we figure out where you guys are going to go. And because my 18-year-old just graduated. And so I'm like, yay, we're going to have 2 of them out of the house. Well, no, I've got all 3 of them in the house. So I can't even get to half my bricks right now. So it's weird. I don't know what to do. Other things. Ooh, cool. Nice, Jesse.
You know what that says, right?
I know what that says. That's cool.
That's what the Bugle set is turning into.
Oh, really?
I've got all the Daily Bugle stuff torn off of it.
Yeah.
And it's on my mock instead.
Because
So
your mock is way sweeter.
the billboards and the sign
Nice.
even.
Dude.
Up there.
Very good.
There's some photos on and stuff. But so now I'm like, what do I repurpose this as? Rocks Encore.
There you go.
That's what I'm thinking. Just now thinking of that.
I thought it was so funny earlier when Doc was live streaming on Instagram and we were getting nothing, but he like attracted like everybody. Almost everyone here.
It was like a weird time. Yeah, I jumped
popped
in
to see
like,
Doc, and he's like in a mall that gets no reception, and
he's like, I'm trying to find the Lego store. I don't know where it is. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
yeah.
See you
I'm like,
later.
after about the 12th time it cut out, I just had
I think I popped back in to see if he actually found the Lego store, but
he ultimately did, but I think at one point it was, I mean, you were there, MOTO was there, Hinkle was there, Reed was there, I was there. Epic fail.
Rock's cart. Maybe I gotta make it say Rock's cart, like the Loki.
Is it Rock's cart or Rock's art?
Rock
Smart.
Yeah, it looks like Rock's cart, like it's the Amazon Prime of Roxxon.
Right.
So you put a cart, you make a cart. They're delivering products somewhere in the future.
Michael, what are you doing?
Working on a rainbow. for
I
Pride
see.
Month.
I see the rainbow. It looks like it's done. What else are you doing?
Oh, I'm working on. No, I can't risk it. So, I added on brick belt clouds at the base of the rainbow,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and now I'm wrapping the bases with polytexture styled mountaintops.
Just go back to the beginning of the stream. He shows it off earlier. You just gotta go
Okay.
back.
Or you could go to TikTok and you could kind of see the look of it without.
I don't do TikTok. I refuse. I'm too
I
old
just
for that.
started, and I'm telling you, it's quickly becoming a favorite of mine.
Really?
Yeah,
I can't take it. I can't.
I
social
showed off.
media thing is.
So I
making me
cut
insane.
a 60-second quick mobile phone junkie video in a response to someone. They said, "What's your favorite build?" I showed the wolf, the cat mask, and the egg, and
you've gone viral.
it wasn't viral, but let me see how many views it got.
I'm doing pretty good on Instagram Reels.
56,000 views. Someone asked what my favorite illegal technique was. That got 30,000. I did Sir Meowsalette. That's $4,000.
Thank
You know,
God for all the people with ADD in the world, right?
Yeah, I know. And I just
That's be a
asked what my
short video.
favorite. Someone asked what my favorite
30
technique was.
seconds.
16K.
This is all on TikTok.
Yeah, in 1 week I have 1,536 followers.
Are you serious?
So
In 1 week?
In 1 week, it blew past my Instagram account.
Sure.
And I don't have to spend any time. So YouTube, I spend 5 hours shooting. I edit it to 5 minutes. TikTok, I grab the cell phone. I put it either a hand holder or put it on a little stand. I invest maybe 2.5 minutes, and it gets several hundred views, and I'm done.
Wow.
I don't understand it. I don't get it, but I don't know. The results are like hard to debate. I think it's also because it's not saturated. There's not that many Lego TikTokers.
And it's a phone thing, right?
It's designed for mobile. It has you can do it from the web, but it's mostly built around mobile.
Now the question is, can you use older video, or is it stuff that you record new stuff for?
No, you record new stuff in its vertical format. So if you
won't do me any good because my 125,000 piece castle no longer exists.
So basically, if you shot horizontal format, you cannot use it on TikTok.
No, I think I shot lots of vertical stuff. But
Well, then you could upload it and do it.
I have to go back.
But also keep in mind, I'm getting the Lego Master Boost because that was one of the first things I did. Or people asked me, "Wait, are you that guy from Lego Masters?" And I did a video reply, and then someone else made fun of it. They did what's called duet, where they're reacting.
Yeah.
I'll show you, dude. I jumped on the guy who did a duet. Never met him before. I just jumped in his live stream and he totally lost his crud. He's like, "Oh my god, it's Moto from Lego Masters."
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny that they're not used to, they're not it's not a platform that people are used to.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn up the volume here. If you can big screen me, I'll try to show the deal here if I can press it correctly.
And I'm on Lego Masters Box here in the United States. I'm Moto, I'm the guy with lab coat and long hair.
So you were like there when hip hop was born. Like we should probably thank you.
I was right.
Right there.
Is that you?
It's
I really am on Lego Masters Box.
I left I laughed so hard. That was so funny, man.
That is funny, dude.
But it's little videos like that take off. You know, it's like the stupid stuff that's just hysterical. And I couldn't make that video because I've signed the contract and all that. I can't use video clips without permission, and there's no way they would allow that. But he went ahead and did it, so I was just like, yeah, that's funny.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm still getting used to it. I'll probably just give it another week, and if it keeps, if it keeps succeeding, I don't know how I can argue with it.
Right. How are the other contestants? Are a lot of them using it?
No. I think maybe Tim might, but he works with people who do TikTok, and he was trying to tell everybody how successful it was. And Julian was talking about TikTok. I was kind of like, TikTok. Yeah. And I figured Brick and Mad, she's on there, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Because she was hyping me up on TikTok, and I kept getting tagged. So I was like, I might as well give this a shot just for Brick and Mad, and I don't know, it's working. I don't know. I did like a quick video of the rainbow, and it's just a great way to show work in progress too, without getting too hyped up about it. So I'll keep just moseying along and giving it a shot and see what happens.
Cool. What time are you going to be at Bricks and Minifix tomorrow?
I think it's from noon to 3, but I'm going in early because I just want to.
How early?
Do they open at 10?
I think so. So
I'm definitely going to be there an hour early for setting up my MOCs.
Oh, okay, cool.
But we're not doing shameless plugs here. No shameless plugs.
Hey,
you got a BAM bag.
Yeah, there's one over here in the UK, MOTO. That's correct. Well, there's more than one, but
I was not aware of that. That's cool.
That's good.
There isn't a Bricks and Minifix over here, but there's Bricks and Minifix bags.
Wait, what?
Oh. Did you get some?
A friend of mine keeps sending them to me.
Okay.
I have a collection of Bricks and Minifix bags.
I see. There's shenanigans.
Oh, yes.
We see now what's going on.
We see it all.
So I'll show you. I'm going to rip off the jacket on the other end because this did not work. So I'm going to just shred this thing off, and then I can show you what I'm doing there.
Cool.
And then I'm getting a headache, so I go to sleep. But
you've been at it all day, haven't you?
Work and play and everything. Yeah.
Nice. Well,
Hailey.
So I really hope to
Haley,
come down and support you tomorrow. But I'm actually going to be down in the Springs at a Comic-Con.
Good.
I know.
Let's go there instead.
Well, so my buddy lives actually right down there in the Southwest Plaza area, so I might be able to duck over, pop in, and say hi. But they start the con down there. It's a comics and toy con down in the Springs, and they open at 11. So we're gonna try and do our best to get on the road.
Oh yeah, don't. I mean, you can see me at the next lug meeting. It's no big deal. All right. I built on the back. I built on the back side. What the? Okay. Whoops. Anyway.
A whoops. A what? A whoops? What's a whoops? Whoops.
So I'm going to try to set this back where it belongs tonight, and you can see what it looks like. You want a big screen in case I drop this thing. It's going to be epic.
Yes, we have that on record. To go with your file.
To go with a swoosh file.
Yeah. Nice.
So there's the rainbow.
Nice.
There's the clouds.
All you need now, Mo, is a bowl of Skittles in front of it.
So you're gonna have some peaks there. What are you gonna have in between? Anything?
Him.
I don't know.
Just MOTO.
I don't know. Just It's just due by the end of the month, and I'm already halfway through the month. So at this point, if I get the peaks on there, I'll be happy. So originally, I wanted this to be part of the collab though, for the Savannah, the Zoo Savannah.
Right.
But it looks like Jerry already threw a mountain in there. And didn't talk to anybody about the layout, but I wanted to do a full mountainscape and have this thing on there. So if you can imagine, I would have gotten the mountain down to there and done a valley and another mountain here, and then someone could have populated it.
Oh man, yeah.
But now I don't know how to integrate this thing into whatever is planned. So I guess it's just going to be its own thing. But that would have been pretty wild, huh? Because it would have hit the ceiling. It would have made the mock probably about that tall. So
Well, it looks great. I love you. I love the way those clouds flow.
yeah, and I'm thinking of buying a bunch of the Star Wars flicker dart missile blaster things in blue, and then they're bars, so I could put a clip on them, and I could put a bunch of them at a 45-degree angle like rain, along
That
with
would be
lightsaber
sweet.
blades, so I could stagger them in like it's raining. But
Are those circulonimbus clouds?
I don't. They're clouds. They're clouds. I don't know.
Oh, come
They just
on,
look
man.
cool, man. They look cool.
They do look cool.
They look cool. That's all that matters.
You can tell it's clouds just from looking at it.
No, that's one of the lessons from Lego Masters is as long as it looks cool, you're safe.
Right?
You know, at the end of the day, if you look at it, it's like, oh, dang. You know, if you get that response.
As long as it looks cool and no minifigs are harmed in the making of it, you're fine.
For the last contest, yes. Definitely for the last challenge, that was a key ingredient of success.
Yeah,
But
I was.
the next one.
No, go ahead.
Okay, no minifigs can be hurt, just ice bears cannot be hurt.
So Reed, they had no ice bears in the brick pit. Zero.
That's like I said, that's my excuse for not trying out is because no ice bears and not enough clear plates.
They had kitties and they had doggies. They had some clear plates, but not like you're thinking.
Reed, you ever seen an ice bear strapped to a train?
Huh?
You wanna?
Ice bears only travel by train when they're en route to the battlefield.
Okay, did I save enough pieces?
No, I had a video at one time. I don't know if I still have it.
So I'm just going to tear some stuff down and clean up, and then I think that's it for me.
Well, we were about halfway through that episode 2, and I'm like, haven't seen a lot of MOTO featured. I'm kind of bummed about that, but then I'm like, well, at least he's staying this week.
Am I?
Well, this past week, as I was watching episode 2, I'm like, he won't be out because they would have shown a lot more of you.
Oh, is that how it works? They feature people who are out more prominently.
Well, but by the time you get to the end of, that's a lot of troops being transported there, Reed. That's cool.
That was the train show 2017.
So the people, I would love to go through and actually time exactly how many seconds the top 2 and the bottom 2 get in a show, because I think you can totally read into that, and it's my theory was kind of proven on this last episode, which was a bummer because your guys' build was amazing. I mean,
I thought you said you were only halfway through it.
Oh no! By the time I was halfway through it, and I'm like,
oh, okay.
I have seen like no MOTO. And,
yeah, that's fine.
And Paris, and I'm like, oh, okay, well.
Oh, yeah, Paris.
Not Paris.
That took me a long time to fix. He was constantly correcting me for like a week before I even got it.
So yeah, I'm like, again. So halfway through, I'm like, gosh, and by that time, I don't know how many seconds. Very few seconds of your footage was shown, and I'm like,
very little.
Cool. That's good. We're Team MOTO is safe this week. That's what I get.
I think we're somewhere in the middle, which is good given the talent this season. I can take middle any day of the week.
I thought
survival's important.
Having seen Australian season 2, and what they really liked about the actual explosions, I think you guys nailed it with all the color that came out of yours. That was something that not a lot of the contestants had.
No, I mean, we also, so it's weird. Australia did a different style to the way they called out the bells. So we had the perfect thing happen. We had the rainbow explosion with the colors coming up.
Yep.
We had 3 near misses of bricks fly past her body.
I know. Did you lock her down?
You can't. You can stud them in.
Well, I know, but did you put anything around her base to kind of? Now you
we
guys
put
were
a little
lucky
bit of a
because
shield behind her.
You had twice as many studs to use as everybody else.
We did.
I know. I totally saw that. I'm like, ooh. Well, except for the centaur. The centaur was also a bonus.
Well, we had twice as many studs, but that character, finding a story for that sucked.
Oh yeah, because you have to do that at the same time you're building, don't you?
No, we had to sit and talk for like 30 minutes about the story before we even started building. That's what blew.
But the clock was running. Though.
Oh yeah, we burned a lot of time.
That's what I'm saying. It's like during as soon as that clock starts, then you have to do the background stuff in addition.
You
to
do
the
planning, you do
building.
storytelling, you do drawing, you do stuff. So, no, what happened, and what's weird about the reel is it goes up, then it shrinks back, and then it goes again.
Yeah.
When it went again, they slowed down one part and then sped it up. I wish they would have sped up the explosion and then slowed it down because a brick came over her shoulder and knocked the sword out of her hand.
Oh, seriously?
It was that close. It came in and her sword right out of the figure's
Oh my
hand.
gosh. Well, my wife hasn't gotten a chance to watch it yet, so we're gonna watch it again, and I'll have to keep my eye out for that.
But it goes by real quick. But that moment in slow mo, I thought, oh, we're going to be in the top 2 because in Australia, when the shark went up and then the shark came down and nailed the bad guy just by accident, they're like, oh, that's the perfect timing. You're in the top 2. That was incredible.
Yeah, I remember that.
Our judges were more like, that's just luck. Too bad. We're just going to keep judging it on the entire. They were like not going to fall for that. We're focused on the overall, the storytelling and the overall build, and then the explosion itself and the ending results. So Dave and Richard deserved that one. They put it out there, man. They said the musical notes are going to be standing, and they were standing. I was like, that was a hell of a risk.
Yeah.
To call something out like that and put it on little 2x2s and then have it survive, I was like, that took some. But yeah, overall, it's. I'll be on the next episode where they've got the preview out now, so I can talk about it. They shake the living daylights out of everything.
Yes, the earthquake.
Shake table, baby.
That's right up my alley. I'd love to do that challenge.
Yeah,
that was one of the ones I was thinking about the most, as far as if they're gonna and you just kind of got to figure they're gonna duplicate 80% of the stuff from Australia, but yeah, I kept thinking about that one and like how I would do it, just like the bridge challenge. In season 1, after watching Australia, I was like, oh yeah, totally do it this way. I'd totally have plates.
And I won't give it away, but you're going to see a big change between Australia and US in the way they physically make the shake challenge work.
Well, I think, is it because of the one team that had the solid brick tower that almost broke the table? I'm sorry. I think we lost audio on Moto.
His audio's defective.
You guys know better than.
Luckily his video's working. Otherwise, we'd really be in trouble if his audio and video was out.
Good one, Moto. Good one.
Yeah, no, believe it or not, Larry.
I can read lips.
My
I was right. I was right. See, I was right.
Yeah.
Moto, you're going through a tunnel.
Or not. I'm sorry, I'm with Doc in the mall.
I'm with Doc in the mall.
I'm sorry, I'm hanging out with Doc.
There you go. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. No, I think you'll enjoy it. That was I watched the Australian episodes, I'm familiar with it, and then the challenge is revealed, and you're like, okay. And then I was like, this is a bit different.
Interesting.
Like, okay.
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to the suspended hanging brick one. That was another one that I was thinking about a lot. I'm like, ooh, I know what I do.
Is there though?
Oh, I saw because the
I'm messing with you. I can't talk about it, but everybody's
no, you
seen
can't.
it.
We can deduce. I've seen trailers. I've seen previews. I saw the floating balloon.
We can talk about
with the
maybe
with the
we
Bill
can't.
Cosby
No,
sweaters.
Wait. Maybe we can't.
We can't.
Maybe
I'm
no.
just-
Sorry. Maybe I can.
I'm just a fan speculating.
Okay.
He's
Hold
looking
on.
at his 1,010 Commandments from Fox Studios.
Why is there a red dot on your forehead, Moto?
What was that?
Why is there a
There's
red dot on your forehead?
No, they don't use lasers. That's antiquated. They use thermal with a 50 cal Browning. Right, they're gonna use a 50 cal right through the brick mortar behind them.
They'll just detonate the nanobots.
Actually, they asked for
Oh,
his
yeah.
IP. They asked for his IP address for a reason. They can probably just send a electrical charge right to him. They'll fry him, but make sure all the Lego survives, so they have more creations for the next show.
You idiots. So there were in the press release, there were 3 challenges that we could talk about that were in the feature, and we could only just talk about what the challenges were. Because Will Arnett basically said them out loud on like national night television and stuff, and they were in the press release. But
It's cool. There's plenty of.
where is it? What was crazy is the first season on one of the websites, they listed every episode and every challenge in a list, and I screen capped it before they took it down.
Seriously.
So I knew like what all 10 episodes were going to do, and I knew Star Wars was coming and everything, and I shared it on Facebook and all that stuff. But this time they didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Learned their lesson.
Yep, they sure did. Okay, here
When
we
you were
go.
building that dam, Moto,
Yep.
you used like that container piece, the panel.
Yeah, they had so I was running through the brick pit and just noticed those red container panels, and I thought the
Like
red.
1x8, and they had a bunch of red ones. Is that what
Nice.
leaned you towards red?
Yeah. It was the container piece because it's supposed to break away.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of translucent studs, light blue studs. I picked up a whole pile of them, and I just dumped them in as water. And I
Okay.
had them sitting behind those 2 panels, and the panels were only studded top and partial. If you look at the photo real closely, you'll notice that they're kind of like that.
Yeah, they're stacked. They're not staggered.
Yeah, they're also barely studded.
Yeah.
Like I only partial studied each one.
Oh, see, I was
So
I was
that
wondering
way-
if you would have used like jumpers or something to cut down the number of studs.
Just in a rush.
God, you and
Besides,
your excuses, man.
Besides, I figured with
That was
plastic
actually
explosive-
a good damn decision.
Yeah, if I figured if I half studded, it would be like a jumper, and with plastic explosive, I figured it would knock them out.
Yeah, it was a good
But-
damn
but
build.
no, yeah, when I saw them, I remembered that dams have that red anti-rust paint on them, and also is a bright color to show the dam versus the gray rock face to kind of make it visually stand out.
Yeah, you did a damn good job.
Yeah, the rock had a good like form to it, like a dam.
Yeah, for all
like the ribs in between those panels.
Yeah, we had a lot of styling back and forth, snippety conversation toward the end, but in the end, it all didn't matter. It all worked out. So it looked good. That one I'm definitely more proud of than the first one. The first one I thought it was okay, but it wasn't nearly as great as all the other builds in the top half.
Yeah.
Because let's see. So you had 10 hours for this one, and the first
Yeah.
episode you had 12.
Was it 12 or 14?
Do I remember 14? Maybe it was 14.
14 sounds right.
It was a lot.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Let's see.
Anyway.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. We're gonna do.
Reed's gonna look it up.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, beauty, eh?
Full screen.
Damn it.
You didn't know I speak fluent Canadian, did you?
Animals have called upon the goddess of the water.
You see how they're offset? So if you pause, look at that.
Oh wow.
There you
There's a
go.
Gap.
Yeah, I put a gap in there.
There was a brick too.
Oh yeah, did you see the? Yeah.
There it is, right here, right there.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
and if you go back, you'll notice there's a little bit of water with white and blue coming through the
This
front.
might have been in trouble if it was her head instead of her sword.
So that was.
Oh yeah, no. If the figure got taken out, we would have been in the same bucket as Mark and Steve, who were our van mates. So I felt they were just talking about it. And,
Plus that torso on the dress piece doesn't like clutch very good. Not as good as legs.
it's as
Legs
good as
do.
anybody else's chances.
Well, the legs really stick up into torsos, but.
But I did. I like the fact that the rainbow, the way I built it worked to throw all the rainbow up and then some of the bits down.
Yeah.
And then if you saw the way I offset the doors by a gap,
Mhm.
they were literally these panels were like studded in. On
Hey,
one
watch
stud
the
on
finger
either side.
language.
They were upside down.
That's like even
Is that-
worse than
is that
upright,
better?
man.
They were
Now you're
studded
throwing
in.
gang signs. What are you doing? This is public.
I can't win.
I gotta give you a hard
can't win.
time. You know we gotta give you a hard time.
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
Boom.
That was pretty good.
But no, we got dinged. I think because I made the sides too strong and the whole that look at that. I thought that was so awesome.
Yeah. Well, at least the middle. I mean, it's
Well,
appropriate.
you're jumping up and down like a little girl.
Did you see that sword? Pshoo, gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So they showed the beginning. So what happens is they film your reaction. The entire clip plays for the entire slow-mo, like that speed for the whole duration. So you're watching it for a good 90 seconds. So the cut they show is me in the beginning. I was jumping up and down because the rainbow went up. And then all of a sudden a piece hits the tree and comes off and nearly nails her. I'm like, ah! So if you looked at the preview where I'm doing this and screaming on the floor and rolling on the floor, that was when the sword got knocked out of her hand.
Oh, jeez.
Because I was losing my. I mean, I was by the end of it. I was like kneeling on the floor, like totally losing it.
Don't take out the hero.
Yeah, I lost my junk when that sword got knocked out, and then, I said, they said, well, what do you think, Paris? And Paris said his deal. He's like, do you have anything to add? I'm just like, I got a rainbow. I'm good. And I said, I'm disappointed that the sword got knocked out of her hand. And then Jamie said, oh no, I really like that because she sets her sword down because her work is done and the dam is broken.
And
then
then
Will
we should have gone with that.
Will goes with like, yeah, guys, why didn't you go with that? And I just looked. I said, it's Jamie Berard. like I was like, it's Jamie. Like, of course he comes up with the perfect answer, dude. I'm like, or something silly like that, like what he said, or something like dumb. But there's not enough time in this episode to do all those reactions. But Taz, bye.
Hey, Taz.
Reed,
Hi,
I
bye.
see you. Reed, you're a sneaky Russian. I see you in there. And on that note, seeing as you've got other people in the panel, I'm going to go. Have a good evening.
Oh
gentlemen.
no! Let me leave so Brett, you can stay and talk more.
No, Moto, I've got to go upstairs and make food, buddy. It's not going to be pretty.
Later, Brett.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
Bye, Brett.
Snack time. Take care, people.
That man knows his arches. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I enjoy. I enjoy. I mean, it's it's a show. I mean, like you said, they made enough room so they could show all the explosions and stuff, and that's kind of the key. Is that's what you want to see. I mean, whether or not you get to see everybody building their stuff, I mean, you're building in over the course of what, 10 hours? I mean,
10.
I mean, in the end, it's like, that's why, hopefully the builders get a chance to do this. They have friends that stream or something, or they get go on shows.
Oh, no, wait. Let me go back. I took some screen caps because someone was asking me, was it 3 cut base plates or 2? And I was like, I can't.
Oh, yeah, that was that. Oh, I mean,
it is.
I mean, I could go back here to the beginning and where.
No, I've got a screen cap because you won't see it in motion. It's about 4 gray base plates that have been cut into a wedge. Yeah, it looks like it's a 48 by 48 wide.
They performed a Hoosier. They performed a Hoosier with a knife. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they really cut those suckers down. They had to, and they really glued them down. I don't know what kind of glue they're. Well, I wish I knew what kind of glue they were using because that was well done. I can give you one more fun behind the scenes. So we were told multiple times, whatever brick you use for this build and this challenge, you will not have going forward. We're going to throw it all away.
Oh.
So because it had been exploded, it would not be recycled. It no longer would meet the Lego standards of quality. They couldn't assure that it was not damaged.
And you're like, that's fine. Just put it in the trunk of my car.
So,
I mean, that's actually sad too. Well, I mean, they'll recycle like they do everything else. They'll turn into pea green pellets that'll go into.
No. This is where the story gets fun. No. Oh, nay. Nay. I'm at the front of the green room. The door is open, and the day finally got warm enough to where I didn't need my Helly Hansen and just all the gear, outdoor gear, to stay warm. There, all of a sudden, it's the challenge is done, and all of a sudden, crew people are starting to carry the big wedge plates out with the destroyed stuff on it, and they're walking out, and I'm like, I go, dun 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 dun. I'm like singing as loud as I can at them, and one of the other production staff who's like escorting them stops and gives a salute as it goes by, and they lift it up and chuck it in a dumpster.
Oh, God.
And they keep going, and everything got chucked in a dumpster. All these bags, all the bits, dumpster. 10 minutes later, the truck pulls up. They grab it, dump it, drive away. So no one. Number one, it's a zone where you can't. The cast is not allowed to go into, because the cast was dumpster diving last season.
Seriously?
We were not allowed into that zone. And then second, just to make sure no one took that brick home, they had a truck there, dumped it into the thing, and took off within 10 minutes. Like, there was no chance anybody was taking that home. It was gone. It was there and then gone.
I'm just hoping they did take it somewhere and recycle it and didn't just throw it in the landfill.
No. It was an industrial dumpster for the production manufacturing side of the house that had all this like building trash and garbage and landfill based stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So it was.
That's what's so sad. That's kind of.
Yeah, it went.
That's it. I'm not watching anymore. That's just. It went irresponsible.
Because Lego. I worked for Lego Retail, and I cried the way they recycled brick after they got rid of grab bags, to the point where now I cry even more for that, because that stuff truly, if anything should be recycled into pellets for bean bags and stuff, those bricks, because they're truly damaged.
But no, then you have to separate by color and stuff. They're not tearing it down.
No. But that's why it's pea green. When we shipped in our recycled stuff into the retail stores,
I understand. I'm trying to say the logistics of a production, the speed at which unscripted television is shot and moves at.
Yeah, but
there's just not enough time for that, and I understood it because of the cost and what it would have taken and the logistics of it. But the television show is also. I had to think about it too, because I'm an eco nerd. And I stopped for a minute. I said, you know what? It was a lot of brick that got thrown away, but how many Lego of all the brick in the world, for the benefit of the enjoyment of all the kids and the families. The ecological damage, I think, I was like, I can kind of live with this because millions of people are going to see and enjoy this episode, and there's not enough time, money, and energy to really do it properly. So at the end of the day, it's just the cost of doing a television show.
I mean, if it's one episode out of
no, that was the only time. Like, so basically, if they're using explosives and doing something that will, damage the brick, they know will damage the brick, then they can't certify anymore. It goes up. Everything else got taken apart, recycled, restocked.
Yeah, I mean,
everything else gets torn apart.
Because in the end, what happened at the stores was when, like, the play brick, obviously it's been touched by millions of kids. It's greasy, it's oily, whatever. It gets sent in, and that stuff, which got mixed with other stuff that we sent in, they send it to a recycling place. It gets chopped up. Doesn't get sorted by color. It gets chopped up into pellets, and then we got to see they sent us a thing internal saying, yep, this is what it looks like when it's done. And that's why it's pea green, because when you mix every color, it's the ugliest color you've ever seen because you're mixing it all together. And turns into pellets for whatever, bean bag, chairs, whatever, seat, whatever they use it for. And in the end, it's like, but in the end, we were getting like a set. You get it like a set, like a Chima set. It gets a puncture, and because it's been damaged, we were supposed to take everything out. Now, granted, what Lego should have done is any bags that were damaged on the inside, those get recycled. The rest should have been, since they were still sealed and quality controlled, could have gone into a grab bag, a couple bags into the grab bag, and then resold and make money. I mean, that's what I mean. When the grab bags died, it was because it was like this. There was no quality control in the pieces because they were loose in there, but you could take technically bags, like sealed bags from the sets, like what we see, and just dump them in, a couple of them into a bag, maybe even go to a gallon and then sell them. That's what they should have been doing.
I just think that the logistics, the production, the time of it, the quality, the safety, all things considered, and the speed at which they're hauling at, I couldn't see any other way to do it. So I was they should have. And then I stopped and went, okay, if this was me, I'm now in charge of this thing. How would I do it? And I'm sitting there thinking for a good, how long the break was, and I was like, I can't.
How much space do you think? You think it would actually fit into, like, all that brick fit into like a pallet-sized, Well,
no, because they would remember it's still on the base. It's on the glued base. They would have had to take all the brick off that base and strip it and all that stuff.
No. I'm saying in terms of it. Let's say if you've seen like a pallet, like a standard wooden pallet. If let's say you took like a pallet and you built like a giant wooden box built into that,
they call it a Gaylord,
like a crate. Think of it like a crate. I mean, if that stuff could have got dumped into a crate type thing, and then you screw it shut and then ship it. Say, hey, Lego, here you go. Lego, wherever we're shipping this to you to recycle it. We're just sending it.
Every time I thought about it, I'm like, there's no way.
Well,
all the bricks off those bases and stuff.
No. If the bases are plastic too, you just whatever.
They are glued onto that wooden surface. Remember?
Oh, so there's wood with the plastic.
Yeah, if you look back, there's a wooden base, and they put striping around it, and there's bolts and screws. Like there's metal in there, so you can't put it through a brick system could get damaged because I
didn't realize.
There's all this it was a manufactured base. So I'm just like, even when I was thinking about it, I was like, there's no way. There's no time. There's no way to do it. So I was like, okay, I can live with this. There's just no way to do it. It's just a natural part of the production.
If it's screwed and nailed, you're right. If it was just glued or something where you could take like a wedge and just kind of scrape it off,
because you
wouldn't matter if you damage the freaking plastic.
Yeah, like the first challenge, the bases were NC machined custom bases with aluminum. They were really heavy. Maybe it was steel, but
like you said,
and then the next one. Wait till you see the infrastructure behind the shake thing. That was like another they're gonna do this with the thing, and then we're gonna have to do that, and then they're gonna do this. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess we have to do that.
Yeah, I just think about the future. Eventually at some point in the future, they'll probably have to figure out a way to recycle it. But maybe you're right. Now in this current environment, probably not.
Yeah,
sometime by episode 20 or 30, a series or season 20 or season 30, we'll be living in a whole new world by then, to the point where they'll be like,
Larry's going to enjoy this one.
So
it would be hilarious if Oh no, I'm not gonna bring it up. But I was like thinking, I was
Don't
thinking
get my
like,
hopes up like that. You're a tease. You're a
No.
Lego tease.
I am a tease. So I was thinking, if they do Lego Masters season 12,
I might be dead by season 30 myself.
by season 12, my son will be 18, and I was like, what a kick that would be if I could get him on the show. It's like, my son gets to take a shot at what his dad went through. I thought that would be hilarious.
Is there now an age limit for too old?
No.
No.
How about?
But I've been on, so my
Because-
card got burned. That's like it's like
tomorrow-
a presidential run. You don't do it twice.
Tomorrow I'm going to be as old as Jesse.
Especially me.
Happy birthday.
We just found out that
birthday.
Jesse is 9 days older than me.
Oh wow, really?
Ah,
My birthday was last Wednesday.
It was.
it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm the old man in this group.
You are. We all know that.
You can tell by the lack of hair.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of people.
You're what 3 or 4 years older than me, and I'm.
I crossed the 50 mark 3 years ago. So
Yeah, I caught a lot of questions from people when they did the press release and they had my age on there. I got a lot of like direct messages like, I didn't know you're 48. I thought you were 30 something.
Yeah.
Like late 30s. I'm like, what are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah.
Hey, when I met Hinkle, I thought he was in his 30s and he was in his 20s. So I was like, holy heck. I mean, that's,
I'm sorry, Kevin, if you're watching this.
sorry.
Reed just said you're older than you look. Just saying.
Said you look.
Well, he looked more,
Which is the opposite of what we're saying about Moto. Just in case there's any confusion.
he looked more mature than what he.
And distinguished.
Yeah, because he had the face.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
I thought he was. He
Keep
acted
walking that
30.
back, buddy. Keep
Yep.
walking that back.
I'm pretty sure, I was reading in between the lines, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about your receding hairline at a premature age. I mean... Uh-oh. Fox is after Moto.
No, just yeah. we
1
should've
hour
let that go.
left. 1 hour remaining.
Well, yeah, if there was red lights, I would have been like,
Yeah.
It's okay.
I got lucky. A lot of people.
What is that?
Damn, it's a klaxon.
It's the klaxon alarm. Did you need one for a build, Larry? I got
It's a sound brick.
Larry,
Keep
you
hitting the
need
sound
one?
brick.
You need one?
You got 1 or 2 or 5?
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to. I might have to figure out how to use that in my boat for Brick World Chicago.
You should. That's a great sound.
And just watch people go, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, I guess you better send the rest of the boats to the side of the pool because nobody knows what's going to happen now. And just maybe figure out like a missile going up,
That's cool.
Like what?
I learned recently that when that 1 hour mark went off, some teams were not prepared for it. Legitimately did not know it was coming. They were in the middle of building and it went off, and then the whole table goes brown. You can't tell the colors or anything.
Yeah, that's awesome. Said no one.
Now, luckily, I was looking up and checking time, and when it got close, like 30 seconds left, it said parse 30 minutes to 1 hour alarm. Just get away from anything fragile, and we'd move out of the way so that it wouldn't startle us and we'd like smash something.
That's funny.
But yeah, some people, they got lost. They weren't doing time checks or anything, and when that thing went off and the whole room goes red, it's like everything at your table looks brown. I swear to God, you can't build anywhere. You're just like,
that's pretty funny.
Great, I've got mud in my hands. I don't know what to do. And then you just kind of freak out, and then you go back to it. But
we used to. So when I was in, there you go.
So Jesse,
Perfect.
when you get
Well done,
on
Jesse.
the show, watch that clock because everything goes brown, man, when that thing goes off.
You don't have any pie wedges to make those O's complete?
I was just playing around with that piece, right?
What
He's
color?
playing with the 3-dimensional.
Is that white or light blue? What is it?
White. It's gray.
It is
Light gray and white. Yeah, white on light gray.
Oh, it's just gray?
Right?
Light
It's gray and gray.
Okay.
Oh, it's gray on gray?
Yeah, my light. It's
Oh.
the screen. It's gray, dark gray and gray.
Cool.
I got
Very
a
nice.
bunch of those.
Well
pieces,
done.
you know? That piece.
You're killing it, dude.
Working with some
Jesse,
lettering.
Jesse, you're a building fiend, dude. I don't. I keep asking him, "Do you have a job?"
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Because I just
Goes beast mode on everything.
As soon as
He
I clock
does.
out, I'm
he does
building.
nothing but build.
That's it.
Oh, thank you, Dead Account. That's one of multiple throw blankets that my children got for me.
Oh wait.
The other
what?
one is on my
On the chair.
Jesse reminded me I have to do
On my
something
chair.
before I leave here tonight.
Looks
Yeah.
like Deadpool's getting ready to get you, knife you right in the back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Larry.
pretty much.
He's gonna get your, chop your head off or something.
Here's another one.
Oh, too bad that I was thinking the head was maybe like gonna be hidden, so you lay the blanket over, you'd look like you were Deadpool, minus the red head.
Hold on. That might work. Hold on.
You just gotta fold
Is
it.
that backwards? Oh.
You just gotta fold it. Oh, that works too. Yeah.
How does that work? I can't see what I don't see how well it works.
It's pretty much life size. Yeah.
It looks just like you. Yeah, looks just like it.
Okay.
I'll have to watch that back because I couldn't see anything.
Okay.
Are you going to the car show, Moto?
Oh, sorry, I'm typing something.
Well, that's okay.
No. I'm on a panel for Bricks LA, which is the same weekend.
Oh, well, that's cool. And we'll miss you.
I didn't want to say why I was not going to be able to make it because everybody's so upset about that convention if I'm going to another sort of sour grapes kind of thing, right? But
No.
No. DENLUG. I mean, the thing about DENLUG is there's enough shows back in the day that you went to the shows you wanted to. I mean, there's just so many of them. So,
No, I mean, I got invited to a Lego Masters panel and I couldn't say no. I was like,
yeah,
right. No, we totally get that. We'll probably be watching it while we're there. I mean,
no, and it was months ahead of the. It was a month or two ahead of the Castle Rock show being announced, so I had already said yes. And
Michael, we understand. We have to share you with the world now. It's okay.
Only for a little while.
It's okay. It's okay. I think it'll be more than a little while.
Well, that's why when I created DENLUG, it was the understanding that, especially once we started hitting a lot of shows, it was like you pick and choose. You can't hit them all. I mean, and that's why you don't make the requirements for lug bulk and stuff so stringent that you have to hit them all. You want to just pick the ones you can, because just like anything else, I mean, if I don't build a lot of cars, which I don't have any MOCs that are cars and stuff, so to me, I'll go to help if I want to help with the track or something.
Here's what was even worse.
Yeah, anymore it's like go to every show.
I
get
know.
A
I willingly
or...
admit that I could have sent this on with Tanya. Right,
dude.
But that Bricks and minifigure signing event, I have to leave a model behind. So.
But that's not until next weekend. The car show's next weekend.
Yeah, but
Bricks and Minifigs Littleton said they're going to put one of my models on display. For the duration
I
of the
see what
show.
you're saying. Okay, so and that's the one you're going to put in there. Okay.
I'm either I'm going to pick this one or a larger spaceship. But you've seen the Sis shuttle, right? The ship, the 100 stud with the wings.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that with me, but I don't think that will fit into any part of their store. It's so.
Yeah, because even those top shelves they're kind of narrow for that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, It was the same problem I had with the Lego store at the Mills when I put that spaceship in. That's why the wolf is filling in the gap, but right now over there, because it's like I was trying to think like what
Yeah, I went to pick up my mock, and the biggest compliment that I got was they were telling me how many people were like, "Yeah, how much for that one? How much?" Because I had the Deadpool.
They wanted to buy the Rocktopus.
They
wanted to buy this.
Oh yeah.
Just you know what?
Hey, Larry, put that up on the screen again because obviously we have the dead account. The dead account's probably going to love to see that.
Dead account, check it out.
Yeah, that thing is so cool. Just always walk in with an FU number of like how much would you?
Oh yeah.
Sell it for?
Oh, absolutely! I'd sell it for $3,500. Absolutely.
Oh, there you
all day
go.
long. Yeah.
There you go.
That's I mean, I got to have parts, and then the labor, and then my design time, and
Yeah.
Oh, like the wolf. I've got an FU number, but no one's going to pay that.
Right.
Oh, actually, there is a billionaire Lego collector. I'm sure they could afford it, but probably nobody else. Maybe Bezos.
Unfortunately, I took my castle apart, but I mean, I could sell the new one, for a certain amount too.
If Bezos can buy The Expanse TV production, he can probably afford my Lego model. Did you ever hear the story about that, where The Expanse got canceled on Sci-Fi?
No.
And Bezos was a huge fan, and all of a sudden Amazon Prime picked it up.
Oh. Gee, I wish he was a big fan of Firefly.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Amazon Prime was rolling hard at that time, but if it had been a later production, he was a fan of it. He knows. But he's stepping down or whatnot. But he's got his gajillions. His
right.
His 47 billions. I forget. I've lost track. It's a lot.
What's funny is I think when I was watching the show, I didn't think about the sword, but I was like at the end, I was like, wow, that character's missing something, and I guess I didn't even because, like you said, you don't really notice the brick hitting the sword, especially when I'm sitting far enough away and not really paying attention and just see it. But when they did it close, I was like, wait a minute, she's missing something. That doesn't look like a normal. She's missing something. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, I liked the show. I liked the explosion stuff. But yeah,
it was fun. It's only gonna get nuttier, dudes.
Nice.
It only gets crazier from here. It just keeps getting crazier.
I can agree with that, Nerd Brick.
I wish he was a big fan of Lord of the Rings.
Well,
you know that he doesn't run Lego, right?
They're doing something new with Tolkien's stories, I heard.
Yes, I believe so.
So that's
I thought it's an animation, right?
Cool. I thought it was live action, but it was
okay.
And it wasn't written by him, but it's just kind of like based on story, based on characters.
Oh, okay.
But who knows?
From the minds who brought you Game of Thrones, a much kinder, gentler version of Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings interpreted by Game of Thrones.
Well done.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's the thing is, like you said. I mean, as they keep
in a world where Game of Thrones magically connects through Doctor Strange into the world of the Golden Compass, connecting to Lord of the Rings, it is the ultimate medieval showdown. Intersected by Narnia.
Yeah, right.
Who will win?
Narnia'd be cool. We get lot more centaurs and stuff with that.
Well, they tried the movies and they kind of petered out. I mean,
yeah,
they didn't go that far. In the Golden Compass, the HBO series is amazing. The movie was kind of bad.
Well, I thought the movie was supposed to be a trilogy. Wasn't it supposed to be like 2 or 3?
It was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I saw the first one and left it like a cliffhanger at the end. You're like, okay, yeah, this is.
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai will return. That's my line for like any movie that's supposed to go on for a while and it never comes back. I don't know if you guys ever saw Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, heck yeah.
Dimension, right? So at the very end of the one, it's like Buckaroo Banzai.
Monkey Boy.
Yeah. Big Booty! Tay! No, the movie ends with Buckaroo Banzai will return in Buckaroo Banzai versus the Crime Scene. I forget what it was, but it's some title, right? And then never happened. Which is sad because that movie is absolute crazy awesome. Never-ending Lord of Narnia.
There you go. Nice, Will.
Mix in the never-ending story with that. That'd be even better. Gosh, who would win? Narnia versus Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones versus Golden Compass versus Never-ending Story.
Wow. That's a lot of characters.
No, there's way more magic in Lord of the Rings.
And I'm leaving Harry Potter out because the millennials will just take over, just like Bionicle. So we're leaving that off.
So
I'm sorry. Did that hurt? Is that too soon? Well, yes, it is. Onwards and upwards. Well, the golden, but then the golden compass on the other hand is the exact opposite. So you have the two to cancel each other out. Because the golden compass is written by an atheist, so therefore you have perfect balance. And Lord of the Rings is just Lord of the Rings. And
all right, so I'm going to address the chat here. So Will Harper, I haven't ever talked to you or met you, but I keep running across you everywhere. I keep
Cool
your
guy.
name keeps popping up lately.
It should.
Who are you? Where are you? What do you do? Explain yourself, mister.
Explain yourself. How are you everywhere at once?
Yeah.
How's this looking?
Oh, brilliant.
It's got some
Awesome
more
as always, dude.
3-dimension.
It's
What
so
O? Do the O's look good? Like one has a notch the other way. And
I didn't even notice.
Do you have light gray pie wedges?
light gray.
The 1x1 curved pie
Corner.
wedge?
Yeah, I like the cutoff one.
Larry's got a problem with your hose not being complete. You know, he's
do it my way, Jesse.
All right.
Yeah, but they don't. But you're talking about the quarter round dots.
No,
one by ones. 1x1s.
He wants the 1x1 quarter circle dots, but then it won't be a sharp angle, and it'll ruin the look.
Yeah, I think it looks better like mechanical, you know.
Well, Jesse, I'm going to defer to you, Mr. Genius.
So you would do a perfect round circle.
Not perfectly round, but
it would have a square hole in the middle.
Just put it on there and show him how weird it will look, and then he'll stop
that's
complaining.
because that's what I would do in my studio. I would take a look at it, see which way I liked it better.
Yeah, I just like that. All the letters have the same piece.
It's gonna look weird, man, if you put a circular L or a quarter circle on there.
Right. That's why I just.
Now I can't unsee that X's are not on the bottom line. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, that's good.
He wants it down by a jumper down.
I'm just giving you crap, Jesse. All your
Jesus,
stuff is
dude.
good. What am I
Make
saying?
it red and
I'm the
and
amateur.
black. Make it red and black.
So I do have to go. So I will weigh in. I do think Lord of the Rings ultimately would defeat them all.
Would do what?
It would defeat all the others.
Yeah.
Absolutely, no question.
Because Gandalf.
Well, not just Gandalf, but if you look at like the map, it's like the United States entering World War I. Once the United States put everything, its entire production capacity into the war, you just outproduced everybody. We just had the land, we had the resources, and just Lord of the Rings. They've got the elves, Sauron's army. It just depends on when you pick from. But I mean, even if they went back to like Hobbit times, I mean, the stupid dragon, the Smaug. Like I know Khaleesi's got some dragons, but Smaug would rip the hell out of those dragons.
The Seven Kingdoms are so small that you can fly a dragon across the entire Seven Kingdoms in just half an episode. So,
well, I'm fine. I'm just saying. I think a couple of Ents up against any of those other armies would just do them.
Oh heck yeah! or some
I could see that.
elephants.
I could see. Yeah, I could see the Golden Compass people with their airships coming over the mountains, and then it's like, why are those trees moving?
Yeah.
Game on, buddy.
Yeah. And are those super giant elephants with like 6 trunks? What is that about? Because it makes me want to wet myself.
Well, I mean, you could talk about the undead army that swarms over everything.
Oh,
There's no
yeah.
stopping those dudes. Once you got those guys behind you, it's over. But yeah, it's just the expansiveness of the armies and the size and scale of the Lord of the Ring universe. I think would just. I don't think Narnia would do very well.
No.
I think they're the weakest of the lot, and then Lord of the Rings. I mean, Game of Thrones. They're too busy bickering among themselves. They can't unite and get overrun. And then, you're left with what was the last one? What was it? Narnia, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Golden Compass. Yeah. Harry Potter, that's interesting. They might stand a chance, but I still don't see how they can pull it off. There you go. Well, Jesse, like Mr. Miyagi, rocks on, rocks off.
Rocks on.
Boo.
Rocks off. And I will leave on that note.
Please.
Leave on the
That's what I do.
Good night, sir.
Night, Moto. Oh, I think we should watch it one more time.
Do it.
Now we can really dig in.
Game Industries has blocked the river. The animals have called upon the goddess of the water to use her rainbow magic to break the dam. Hot damn! We're good.
Could have had the
Yes!
like the center bulkhead didn't really break.
What I loved is the creativity.
I like how that
here
brick
at
takes the
Hoosier
sword
Bricks.
out, you know?
Really
It does look pretty
put
cool.
all the different colors of the rainbow in there. And they did all show up in a blockbuster moment that really added to the story.
Thank you. Okay, Susan.
And I can't really tell what was his. What was the element? Was it water?
Water, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was water.
Because in Australia,
That's why they did a dam, I think.
Yeah. And I
Got
thought
water.
that was
What do
it,
we do? We'll make a dam.
Well, and MOTO said it was kind of slimy water. It was a little bit more or less viscous than water normally is. But I know in Australia when they did those, I mean the slime was like just globs everywhere. I think they probably dialed it back for this country because they learned some lessons or something. But I was kind of like, yeah, the glitter really went off, but I didn't really notice that the water and the slime were all that impressive. Release the river. That was to Nerd Bricks comment.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much content coming out. There's too much TV and not enough life left. That's why I can't. It's like with all the DC stuff. I can't. I couldn't do it. I literally don't have enough time in my life. I would have to give up Lego or something. I mean,
right?
That ain't gonna happen.
No.
No.
Because Lego is creative.
I try to give fair time to some of the DC shows, and
you watch a lot of TV while you're building, don't you? Though.
Right. So I end up like sorting or building or doing something in the background.
I can't watch anything that I haven't seen before while I build. I can't do both because I will have to stop and watch, or stop the show and build. But I'll throw on, I don't know, a superhero movie about a black and red costumed anti-hero or something like that.
So what is that
woman?
Actually, I'll usually put on like one of the Star Wars movies. Because I can have that going in the background and I can see it in my mind without needing to actually look at the screen.
All the words, you can see it.
Yeah.
So do you guys think they had the right bottom two for the show the other night?
Yeah. And I wanted the biker couple to do better, but when I was watching them doing their build at the very beginning, I was thinking, they've got he's got the right techniques with like jumpering wall portions so that they would blow apart. But they seem to be struggling too much with it. And one of the things I did notice that I think Amy pointed out was that there was nothing in front of their building. You know, it was they spent all their time on this little street front. I still think they did a great job.
Been a stack of Harleys there, like Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is it would have been if it reminds you of.
Wrong.
Hold on.
All right.
Wrong. It went down the wrong way there.
Episode 162 when we lost Reed.
Cheese curd.
Oh, cheese curd.
Killed by a cheese curd. That's pretty bad.
Mom, come give the Heimlich, quick.
No, it kind of reminded me of who's the one from last season? Skyscraper. The one that you're doing your stuff with that was on last season, Jesse. I'm having a brain fart.
Mel Brown?
What?
Mel Brown? Iceberg?
Yeah,
Mel?
Iceberg.
Oh, okay.
Iceberg. Remember when they talked about a skyscraper where you had the big skyscraper, but there was nothing on the inside? You didn't have enough interiors type kind of stuff.
There was a story last year too with like, I think it was the Storytime one or something. I think it was Boone and Mark, and they had a big street in front of their story, and it was kind of blank.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of the thing is you're right. When you're building something, you want to try and fill as much as you can. So
Yeah.
The
Well,
guys
it's tough
that
if
did
you end
the-
up getting stuck on one component of the build. You know, because I think I saw, you know, I don't have everybody's names down yet, so the older biker siblings, you know, because they were kind of getting hung up on making that storefront work, you know, they didn't have time to fill in all the rest of the stuff. And you kind of, I think that's one of the keys that these contestants really have to make sure that they're balancing. And I think that Tyler and his wife, they did a really good job of that, because I know Tyler was working on the mechanics of the flapping wings, and he's just like, honey, you know, build the tower, fill in the landscape, you know, and so they were dividing and conquering. But yeah, who was the other
one. This was the one I thought, because it didn't explode very well, was another one that could have been on the bottom, but because they were the ones that, you know, like Moto said, we would have rather had this character.
They didn't like the Centaur.
And someone who wasn't familiar with that one didn't
Now, if
do
that
it.
was an ice castle and an ice centaur.
right?
Well, I mean, I probably could have done that. I mean, I could have hunted for something. Because this one, see, that went up, it didn't really do much. So I mean, that was one that I thought kind of could have been.
Yeah, I think Amy commented on the fact that their towers didn't go down, but to me, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's not a big. It looked really cool because the dust was coming out of the windows and out of the top. So visually, that was cool. You know, the fact that their whole wall kind of didn't really work all that well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the dust maybe look good enough. Damn it.
He's done. I'm ready to call it a night. If you want to stop the stream and get a drink of water before you die.
I got a Mountain Dew right here.
Okay.
So I mean, in the end, I mean, obviously, I think everybody was thinking that the guys that had the minifig that technically didn't survive, the superhero would have been somebody that would have gotten knocked out. But I think in the end, I think they almost look at like all the puzzle pieces. Like, did it explode well? Yes. Did the dust look great? Yes. So the explosion worked. The element worked. The only problem was the minifig, the superhero, was harmed. So in the end, I mean, you wonder too, is do Jamie and Amy have their own little score sheet notebook that they're keeping track episode to episode, so they know who their top ones are, you know, from like the previous episode. And then
So do you think that was like they know who the bottom one was, Don and Jack, so they just put like a top person next to them just because the hero went down?
Well, I mean, in the end, I think there were 4 teams. I think the 2 that were there, and then the 2 guys with the hero, and then of course I thought the wall, the last one we showed where the wall just jumped. I thought that any of those could have been in the bottom. And the ones that got eliminated, because the street and the walls didn't fall. But like you said, you heard them talking about like, oh, we just need to reinforce these maybe now because they're falling over. They should have, when they got ready, they should just kind of pulled those clips out real quick, knowing that maybe they still would maybe wobble a little bit while they're doing that, but knowing that at that point it's really loose and ready to go. So, but I mean, I'm thinking almost that Jamie and Amy have like almost like a notebook that they're kind of going, okay, this was my top from last episode, and here's this episode, and they're re-ranked, but then this one from the first one, and here they're averaging over to here, so they kind of almost have something where they're kind of keeping track of who they've been doing previous episodes. Even though each one is a different objective, you kind of maybe have your favorites from all along, just like Boone. Boone and those guys. First episode probably should have had the golden brick, but because of their motor stuff not working totally, they didn't get it. But technically, they were still one of those teams that these guys are probably going, you know what? These guys we need near the end. So let's hope all the other ones, kind of add. So maybe just kind of adding different together. So maybe when the guys lost their hero, they're like, well, the first one they did really well. The first challenge they did great. This one they did great, except for the hero. Really don't feel like getting rid of them, because of this one slight mistake. Because they're doing great on both. Whereas like the couple that was eliminated, their first challenge wasn't as great. Weren't they the ones that had like some motor issues too? I know the two moms did.
The butterfly, but they weren't in the bottom two.
They weren't in the bottom two, but their butterfly had issues. And then even the two moms had the motor issue on that, which is wild, because after the first one, you saw them doing a lot of technic, motor, cars, whatever, to the point where almost thinking, if you're thinking of trying out, even let's say one of us is trying to think about doing for Series 3, what would you be working on? Well, one thing I'd be definitely thinking about, if you're not familiar with it, is the motorized stuff. And I do boats for Brick World, so I really wouldn't be too worried because I could figure out the gears and stuff. I'd maybe do a refresher if I haven't been building boats in a while. Let's say I hadn't done a Brick World boat race in 3 or 4 years. I'd be definitely building something with motors and gears to make sure I could remember how to gear it just right, so they maybe either spin the right direction and look good. But that's kind of the stuff you'd want to probably practice a little bit, knowing you're going into the show. Even if, let's say, none of the extra episodes, like all the different tryout stuff, involved any of that stuff, knowing if season 1 and season 2 both had it, for season 3 or 4, you'd say, I need to make sure we do this. As a team, we need to work on something so we know when we get in there, if they ask us to do this, we can do it. And that's what I think is kind of weird, is that the people that didn't, because the car, or the the moms, they only had 4 wheels. So I don't know how many motors they got. I guess I could have asked MOTO if he would be able to say anything.
There was a clip where you saw all 4 wheels going at one point. So they had it as they were building it, but then they did something and messed it up.
Well, it might have been like the skyscraper from season 1, where it moved when you moved it from one area to the other. Something got
Yeah, you
moved.
disengaged the gear, and then you were screwed after you got it all built. Yeah.
Episode 1 where
because Legos will do that to you.
Stuff, and then that's when their motorized stuff stopped working. Is somewhere on the move something jarred loose. And that's the thing.
Slip off the teeth if you don't have a spacer, keeping it all locked in. You can just
you're right. And
work its way down the axle and.
Yeah, and so that's kind of the thing is, you're right. They were all working at once. You're right. Now I wasn't looking to see were they spinning, were they all spinning the right direction, or because if you normally, like I've done paddles and stuff, if you do it straight up, if these 2 wheels, one's going this way and the other's going the other way, so they're not really going the same direction because the way it's set up. So if you set the gears just right, they will, because you need you for a paddle boat. Otherwise, your thing's just gonna be doing circles. Hey, now look at this. I'm not going down the pool, but I'm circling. This is pretty cool. I think when I lost one of my paddles the one year, that's what I did for Joshua Hamlin. I'll do, I can't really do much, but I can do some defeat donuts because the one paddle fell off in the pool, but I can go around and
defeat donuts.
Yeah, because the one paddle in the back that kind of controlled the turning had fallen off. So.
Oh, no. Hey, so give me the big screen for just a second. I got something for Jesse or any other train nerds out there.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah, that was good.
Let
me back that up.
A bus converted.
Trying to make sure I got
all
the glare off of it. That is the Galloping Goose from the Rio Grande Southern Line, and it's a Model T truck with a bus and a railroad car on the back. So this thing ran for like 20 years up in the mountains. It was actually in if I go too close it's gonna get blurry, but We saw that up in Telluride,
Saw that.
Colorado, and I thought of you when I took this picture. I took it for all my train nerds.
All right.
I'll
have that. I'll have that
They
built out
they
of
got rid of the
Lego.
railroad and they got rid of all the the regular that was their main. So Telluride is a big mining town, and they didn't have any processing. They would have to just take all this ore to these other cities, and so that's why they had the railroad there. Well, once the mining kind of died off, they still had people there, so they still needed a train, but they didn't have the the support to actually run a train, so they had this thing. So it's really famous up here, the Galloping Goose.
Galloping Goose. I'll have that built out of Lego by next week.
I expect that you will. I'll send you the picture. Look it up online. There's yeah.
Interesting.
So
cool.
we're starting at 7 p.m. Sunday night, your time, which is 6 p.m.
Show. Yep.
my time. Are we just talking Loki or?
Loki is the main topic, and then we have Reed taking over the stream as we talk superheroes.
Yeah, we got him bored.
No, I got my
talk over him. Just talk over him.
I got my sig fig in there.
That's pretty fun.
Well, Lego Masters we can cover, of course.
Yeah, we can talk that
because there's only 2 episodes, and then Bad Batch. I don't know if you're up to speed.
I am. I'm up to speed on it. I am a little underwhelmed. I'm just kind of waiting for some stuff maybe to come together and make it more. I mean, I love the animation. I love the ships. But it's like we need some more cameos. We need. I feel like we need to tie them into somebody or something more.
So, I don't know if underwhelming. A little underwhelming is a reason I took a break too. Is like I'm not going to just cover that show.
Right.
So we can cover half of it, 7 episodes all at once.
I mean, I want to get the Lego set because I want the figures.
Yeah.
I think the Lego version of that ship is stupid looking.
The plot line too of the chip in the head and all that stuff we can talk about. I don't have really notes this time around. Like I was super prepared for the other shows, but I might still do that for Loki.
So, did you watch the new Rockstars review of it yet?
I think I only watched one review.
Okay, because new Rockstars, I think he does a really, really good job. They do. I mean, they find all the little stuff.
I might have watched,
and they're short enough. They're like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah. I watch it every once in a while. I have a couple of sources, and it's good that I'm not watching everything, but yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs. We'll talk about it Sunday.
Cool. I'll be there.
All right, cool.
So is everybody ready for the live section to be over? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, my wife is not at work tonight, so we're probably gonna. It's only it's 9 o'clock my time, so we can probably. I think she hasn't seen Lego Masters episode 2 yet, so we probably have to watch that tonight.
So, well, we'll go ahead and end the live portion. Thanks for everybody showing up. We just under 3 hours this week, 3 times the distance that we made it last week. So
seriously, so fill me in. Give me the short 40 words or less of what happened last week. Nobody was here.